Hello!
Hello! Oh no, I'm going to do like this.
welcome to Shadows of Archonia and our very first Friday night Dungeon Crawl Classics game.
Woohoo! Boop,
You know
pew,
what,
pew.
guys? I've still got all of our microphones going to my ear, which I forgot about and didn't notice when I was
You know what?
Oh, revise.
It's all right.
There we go.
Because I'm just so happy to be here.
Yeah.
So,
I just
you guys
echo
are
of
great.
me.
That's not what you said before.
Before we had to tie this man down to get him away from his beloved airport job. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. We're doing a special game. Oh, I forgot to give myself a name tag. We're doing a special one-shot today. We are in the world of Archonia. I am not going to tell you guys when or where. I know where it is in the timeline.
VR.
What's that?
We're in the VR game.
You're not in a VR game. You are not in a computer tonight. That was last week. Tonight. This came about kind of last minute, so we're going to do our best. I haven't run Dungeon Crawl Classics in a couple of years, and these guys have never played it at all. So we're going to do our best, but it is a one-shot in a system we're not very familiar with. So we'll see. Some of us are used to that. Anyway, tell us about your characters, starting with Alan.
Oh, man. So, we're running both characters at the same time, right?
Yeah.
So, my two characters for the night are Jack the Thief and Gideon the Cleric. He's a lawful cleric. I just picked school. I don't know who school is, but I know he's a lawful patron. And this guy has a ton of cool abilities. And Jack is a chaotic thief who has a ton of... I just realized he's chaotic, so I'm going to have to stab.
Oh. That wasn't in the back stab. That was side stab. My goodness.
But quick description: Gideon's like classic looking cleric from like the 1920s of playing D&D. Wait, when did D&D start?
Like in the 60s or 70s?
Sorry.
Yeah.
So pre. Okay, he looks like one of those like
I was thinking fedora but not quite.
like the round table clerics, basically.
Okay, yeah. Initially I was trying to picture like what a Catholic priest from the 1920s looked like, and I'm like, I don't think it's that different from today.
I was thinking white robes just because I watched a show and he was all in white robes.
Real quick, I just wanted to see what his equipment was.
Go for it.
For some reason, he has thieves' tools.
Gideon does?
Yeah, Gideon does.
Oh.
Gideon has thieves' tools, but Jack doesn't.
Just hand them to Jack.
So he's gonna hand him to Jack. But Jack looks like a classic thief. Like if you look at him, you're like, he's a thief. He's wearing a hood. You can't really see his face.
It's a terrible thief thing.
He has a vest, and he has a bunch of thief stuff on him. But anyway, I'm talking too much. Your turn.
Yeah, I told my son about James Bond, and he's like, he's the world's most famous spy, then that makes him the world's worst spy.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Hi, I'm Yuri. I'm playing Jinxie and Minxie. Halfling twin siblings with an intense sibling rivalry is what I have decided. What Minxie is a dyer, so I guess she's in a coat of many colors. And Jinxie is a halfling mariner, so sailcloth, you know. Bum of all trades.
Bum of all trades. Mariner means unemployed to you?
Maybe. Out of work. Why else is Jinxie going on a dungeon crawl?
Yeah. I'm Matt, and I'm playing two wizards by accident. Random gins. But I'm playing Pippercino. He's an older guy wearing studded leather. He's ex-slave, or I guess occupation slave, so still a slave, apparently.
Yeah, level 2, I think you're an ex-slave.
Ex-slave at level 2, yeah.
I forgot to mention my occupation, but go ahead.
A wizard of one brand, and then over here we have Felix, a younger feller, an orphan. He's also wearing, I imagine since they both have studded leather armor, they're wearing matching studded leather armor, and Pippercino has sort of taken Felix under his wing a little bit.
All right. Yeah, I noticed we got one Chris per chat tonight. Thanks, guys, for showing up in Twitch and YouTube. If you are watching and you are not aware of this channel, this is Shadows of Archonia, where we
Thank you, Misery.
play lots of different tabletop role-playing games. On Friday night, like tonight, we're usually in our main campaign, which is played in Worlds Without Number. These last couple weeks, we have been in one-shots in other systems because of incidents. But we also have a whole other show on Monday night where we intentionally trade games all the time. We've just finished up 2 weeks in Shadow Dark. Thank you, Alan, for that. And we're
welcome.
about to go into 3 weeks of the brand new Daggerheart system, which I have yet to shelve because I'm still using it to prep. I'm running those on Monday. 3 weeks in Daggerheart's going to be fun. So yeah, if you're on our Twitch, here's our YouTube link. You can go there for all of our back episodes. If you're on YouTube, here's our Twitch link. We stream to both channels or both platforms at one time. The YouTube link didn't work in the Discord. This button needs to be reset, I guess. Anyway, we stream to both platforms at one time. So if you're already watching on YouTube, you don't really need to go to Twitch. Though we have noticed it tends to be faster on Twitch, closer to real time, and on YouTube, better quality. If you'd like to talk to us, here's our Discord link. Go into both platforms there. We're in there most of the time, so you can come say hi. We talk about games. All the cast members from both shows pop in there, so that'll be fun. And we also have a Patreon where you can help support the channel, help us buy better mics, better lights, new computers, because these that we use are going to run out of juice sometime. But all of that said, what else? Oh, the content warning I should probably get out of the way. We are adults. We have lines we don't cross, but not many. If you are uncomfortable with things like horror themes and generally non-child-friendly content, I should say, go find something else to watch. And I mean, we're not intentionally vile most of the time, but
Did you just look at me?
no, no, but
He was looking at the empty seat right next to you.
it's wild that I was fully looking the other direction and you still imagined that. So that tells you about Matt. Anyway, let's get into it. As I was saying during the pregame, we are in the world of Archonia tonight. This is the first time we have used DCC in our own setting of Archonia. So you guys know this world as Archonia. But in terms of where or when, I'm not going to tell you because your characters don't have any concept of things like first age, second age, third age, fourth age, etc. None of you have ever been more than 20 miles from your hometown. And that is common as far as you know of the world. People more or less live where they grew up. The occasional person travels, generally a well-to-do person, or an adventurer, which you guys have recently become. Yes, sir.
Is there venturing like a big deal in this world, or is it considered like the last resort?
Well, most people get into it by accident, but once you get a taste of that sweet, sweet treasure, some people choose to stay in intentionally. In fact, that's a great question for me to throw right back to you. How did Gideon and Jack get into adventuring? Common ways would be if you're level 0 and just working your occupation, something just happens and you have to do it. Or maybe not. What do you think?
I would say Jack, the thief. He's mostly in it just because he's on the run, because he is he's actually a murderer.
Ooh.
Because I got my titles here for Chaos. Level 1 is Thug, and level 2 is Murderer, and he's level 2. So he's basically tries to never stay in one place, so he can never settle. because he's always doing jobs where he might have to take down somebody who's considered evil, or maybe considered not so evil, but it's better if they get taken out. And they pay well. Whereas Gideon is the exact opposite. He's trying to uphold the law, and he's trying to show everyone the light. And I think that's why he's kind of stuck around Jack, because he's trying to like help him see the light.
Oh, interesting.
And Jack's kind of like amused by Gideon, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, you're Lord, whatever." But Gideon's like, hopefully he's gonna break. Let him see it someday.
Right.
And Gideon, he's adventuring just because he wants to show just how powerful his patron can be, which is Skull. I'm not sure exactly what Skull does, but he's a lawful patron, and
right.
he just wants to show his power. And the only way to get stronger is through doing very dangerous things and trying to find holy objects.
And what about your pair of halflings?
Let's see. Well, Minxie, being the older sibling, inherited the family store. Hence why she's a dyer. And
Dyer isn't someone who dyes cloth.
it says halfling dyer. I assume that means they dye cloth. So
Right. It made sense written, but when you say it out loud,
yeah, she's not continually in the process of dying. Well, maybe she is. That is the end of all of us.
Aren't we all though? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jinxie, having to make her own way, decided to become a sailor and sail the world. And she came home for a visit because her parents died. And she's also come with an offer saying that there is a new stake that they could, I think, explore in a different land, and Minxie wanting to expand business or maybe look for a new venture or business opportunity was like, yes, I need to raise funds for a new business venture. So that's it in a nutshell. That's all I got.
All right. And for anyone who's not familiar with Dungeon Crawl Classics, someone hold up the book.
It's thick
It's a thick book.
It's a thick book.
with two
The
C's.
reason that Minxie and Jinxie's name tags just say halfling instead of cleric, thief, or wizard is because in this game there is no distinction between a race or a class. If you're a cleric, a thief, a wizard, a warrior, you are a human. If you are a halfling, a dwarf, or an elf, you're a demi-human, and that is your class.
That is your class.
Halfling, dwarf, or elf is your class.
Because you're a dirty elf
Dang,
slash
dirty.
halfling.
Yes, and Minxie is the luckier of the two, hence and the golden child, hence the intense jealousy on Jinxie.
Jack definitely looks at you two and just says, like, well, so what do you guys do?
Life.
It's like, because I do all this stuff, but you kind of just die stuff.
Well, let's move to Pippercino and Felix. How did you guys get into this racket?
So Pippercino likes to consider himself a freed slave, but in reality, he's still a slave, and the people that own him are probably still out there looking for him. He, I guess, made a deal with his patron at some point to get out. So he's a bit on the run, going around making money, doing magic. When this simple kid, Felix, the orphan, showed up, was impressed by Pippercino's presence and magic, and says, I can do magic too, can I come along? And Pippercino said no, but that didn't stop Felix from coming along.
Dude, there's a forged document skill. Sorry, I just saw that.
Where do you get all the skills?
Oh, well, that's only for thief. Because thieves are
Kill
cool.
monkeys.
I'm gonna eat this down because I grabbed it and then realized it was gonna be loud.
We're all gonna listen.
Yes. By the way, are there any guilds? Like adventuring guilds?
Not that you know of.
So in our town, there's no guild.
No, I said no. You guys haven't traveled 20 miles from your town. Being level 2 adventurers, you might have. Most people have not.
I feel like I probably would have, at least Pippercino, to get away from his slavers because it's like a small town.
But before you became an adventurer, you never would have.
But he picked up Felix here, Felix the orphan, here at this town.
Okay. So you guys are not a member of any guilds except the one that you forged together, the 6 of you. I feel like, we're playing level 2 characters. This is a game where you have, like I said earlier, a funnel where you start at level 0, most of your characters die, and the ones that survive become your characters. I feel like something like that is probably how the 6 of you met.
So
I lost so many siblings. Initially, we were sextuplets. We lost all 4 of them, adding to our grief.
I really miss Boo. He was cool.
Tinksy, Winksy, Blinksy.
a lot of clerics died.
A lot of clerics. They were all chaotic ones. Only the lawful cleric lived.
Yeah, only the lawful cleric lived.
And that means something to him.
And Jack killed a bunch of his own kind, a bunch of his own thieves, because thieves don't like other thieves.
Of course. So you
More money for
guys
him.
have been wandering together, looking for work, looking for adventure, something to loot since your incident. Whatever it was you've done so far has already gotten you to level 2. But you are, at this moment, on a forest path when you suddenly see a light over the trees shooting up into the sky.
Like something's going on in the distance.
Like a beam.
A beam?
A beam of blue light. It's evening right now. It's not quite full dark, but it's after sunset.
How big is this? Like,
It's so far away, it's past the horizon, so it's hard for you to tell how big it is. As far as you can tell, it's just a...
Can Gideon discern if this is a spell being cast?
Do you have an ability or a spell that lets you discern something like that?
I was thinking just because I was thinking maybe intelligence, or I do have detect evil.
I love that we have personality and not charisma.
yeah.
Yeah, so you may roll intelligence for that because that does cover discern info and knowledge. And this is, if you're looking for info, so doing an intelligence roll about it would represent just trying to think of something that you know that fits the situation, versus if you roll detect evil, that's actually using a magical ability.
Being casters, can I also try to figure out what it is if I can't already tell?
You may roll intelligence just like him, or you can
What are
you have an
checks
ability-
like that rolled with?
D20.
Sorry, I have to look up detect evil real quick.
No problem. All the spells require lookup.
I got nothing.
Because-
Me too.
I got nothing.
I mean, you're free to roll intelligence. You might crit and beat both of these guys.
I will do that. So I get to roll intelligence for
And
both
I
of
guess,
these.
you can all roll it twice. You got 2 characters.
Yeah. Peppercino is like, I can't see it. My eyes aren't that good these days. But Felix is like, oh, I can see it. My young eyes are vital. And I rolled an 18.
For
Felix.
For Felix. Okay. Let me get everyone else's roll. Now.
Minxie rolled a nat 20. Jinxie rolled a 15.
This is your game.
And
Yes.
Minxie is the lucky halfling.
Yeah, behind the scenes, Yuri was pushing for this system to be our campaign 2 system. She was the only one. Everyone else voted Worlds Without Number.
Yeah.
And she hasn't rolled a single good roll in all of the
Because you've read
time.
this book 3 times, sir.
I have read it a few times.
I'm just
But
gonna,
not all the way
I'm
through.
just gonna do intelligence for now with both. So gold is Gideon and purple is Jack for both of them. So Gideon got what he doesn't have a mod of. All right, so 10.
10 for Gideon. What about Jack?
Jack was only like
Jack, nothing.
nothing.
Okay.
Less, yeah.
Peppercino, nothing. Jack, nothing. Felix got an 18 total. Mm-hmm. And then your guys, one of them critted.
Critted and a 15. So I think Minxie stood on Jinxie's shoulders on top of a tree.
Okay. So, at least one character from everybody knows automatically that this is magic, right? I mean,
Yep.
I think your average person might suspect it's magic. You guys know it's magic. because you know enough about the way non-magical things work to know that you can't do that. Jinxie got the crit.
No, Minxie got the crit.
Minxie got the crit.
The lucky sibling.
Okay, so Minxie knows something in the context of what how a halfling would look at this. It is not only magical, it is evil.
Oh.
And the reason that is how Minxie looks at it, Minxie's a she, is because she knows halflings are stealthy. Halflings hide, and they do their adventures in the shadows because it's dangerous if people see you coming. If you have incredibly powerful magic and you flaunt it like that, it means you're picking a fight. That's what Minxie's take on it is. Felix, your take on it is this person has incredibly powerful magic.
That looks pretty insane.
Yeah.
Much more complicated than anything I can do.
I don't know, I'm getting a kind of evil vibe from this, everyone.
You know what they say. When there's evil, there's money to be made.
And Gideon passed,
Who
right?
says that?
What was Gideon's role?
It's all the time.
All time.
Yeah.
Oh, he
all the
got
time.
10 on the intelligence.
10. So I would think Gideon knows that Jack would probably want to go to this place to see if there's something good there.
Well, if there's money to be had,
Back in my day, everyone said it. That's it.
how old are you again? You have a lot of white hair.
Don't worry about it. It's my time in the slave camp. It aged me a lot more.
Oh, I'm sorry I brought that up. You must have a lot of trauma and drama from it.
No, it was actually, I'm pretty strong now because of it, and I made some good friends there.
What doesn't
Interesting.
kill you makes you stronger.
So Gideon wants to cast his first spell.
Okay, what's the spell?
Second Sight.
Read me the base description at the
Oh,
top
I want to cast counter magic on the beam.
after this.
I'm just kidding.
It says, what? How do you say this word?
Sortilege? I
Using sortilege, harass, spicy.
Okay, what's the page?
Oh, those are ingredients?
267.
I don't even know what that is.
Or some other methods appropriate to the cleric. They argue the future,
Augur.
augur the future. In doing so, the cleric gains insight about the consequences their actions will bring.
Okay, so this is our first spellcasting roll. Go
Yeah,
ahead and roll it.
so I'm basically trying to look into the future about
Okay,
what
Eddie Bones.
Yes, yes.
Oh wait, this is something great that we haven't talked about yet. The manifestation. Now, normally you guys would do this during character creation, but we'll do it as you cast each spell.
Nice.
You actually roll to see what your version of this spell looks like.
Which is awesome.
So roll 1d3 on the manifestation chart for this spell.
Okay, I'm using a 1d3 on this paper right here
Yeah.
from a manifestation. 3.
Man.
The cleric's eyes are fused shut, but he can still see.
Oh.
That's what happens as you cast this spell.
So you see Gideon's eyes just and
If the spell goes off, which you have to roll higher than 11 to make sure that happens.
okay. All right, so spell casting, I get +3 to this d20. Papa. Got 18 plus 3, 19, 20, 21.
Ooh, the cleric has a hint of possible outcomes. He must spend the following round concentrating on a choice that must be made in the next 30 minutes. For example, he may be deciding which direction to turn in a dungeon or whether to enter a room. The cleric gets a sense of whether the action will be to his benefit or harm. There's an 85% chance that the sense the cleric receives is accurate. Now, there's a word in here you guys almost certainly are interpreting wrong. It says he must spend the following round. That is 10 minutes. 10 minutes of game time concentrating on this.
Well, if you guys haven't seen Gideon do this before, Jack explains what he's doing. And he's like, He's supposedly looking into the future right now. I don't believe it, but it usually takes him like 10 minutes.
But is his eyes supposed to do that?
And Gideon is just like, oh. So
Shouldn't we be walking towards destiny?
I know time is money.
So-
Time is money.
so I guess my question is,
If Jack knows this ability and has seen it before, then yeah, I think Jack would know to spend 10 minutes
Yeah.
keeping everyone from leaving Gideon. And assuming you guys don't absolutely suck, you would not just leave.
Well,
Gideon here in
can
a
Jack
trance.
carry Gideon? Would that still work?
Yes. If Jack will do that. I don't know if he can carry a man for 2
are we using it like don't we have a cart or a carriage?
What do you have in your
Does
equipment?
anyone have a cart?
I have
Not-
fabric and a grappling hook and sailcloth and a sack.
A strange looking rock.
A barrel? No way. I got what's that saying? Hindering
A herding dog?
a harding dog.
I don't know what that is.
Opposed to a
it
softening
herding
dog?
dog?
A herding dog?
Maybe?
A herding dog?
It looks like herding, but I could be,
It's
you know,
hurting. Yeah.
herding.
Yeah.
Yeah, even with glasses, I can't read.
But
I got new glasses. They're exactly the same, but these are new.
These are new too.
They're tiny.
Yesterday. Yeah, well, my old ones are so scratched I couldn't see.
But basically, I guess Gideon's question is about this light. Because he can already discern that it's probably evil.
You gotta repel the madness.
Gideon cannot confirm that. Was Minxie's interpretation.
Okay.
But you trust my instincts, right?
Gideon's trying to confirm whether this thing is like a monster or like a human.
You see a few things during your 10 minutes. I'm going to describe some flashes of the future that you see. You see a tower made of flesh with that light coming out the top of it.
Oh.
Inside of that tower, you see an enraged ape man in a cage. You see a beetle the size of a horse with blood dripping from its mandibles. You see spikes coming up out of the ground, and you see mountains and mountains of gold and jewels.
Gideon's like writing all this down as he's visualizing. He's like,
Can anyone besides Gideon read? Probably the wizards.
So Jack actually knows common and one additional language.
But that doesn't mean he can read them.
Yeah.
I have a spell that literally
I would
lets me
say-
read. I imagine.
It's up to you.
I would say yes, because Jack has intelligence +1,
Okay.
and yeah, and if
Wizards
not,
have to be able to.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have to- yeah.
so yeah, and this is probably a thing that Gideon and Jack have done
figure it
before, where Gideon writes it down and then Jack takes the paper, and then just
Okay.
so Jack takes the paper and reads it out to you guys. Something about a flesh tower and a beast and mountains of gold. I mean,
Mountains of gold.
I mean-
Mountains of gold.
I mean, there's no gold in there, guys. It's fine. You don't have to worry about it.
You guys look over at Pip and he's already walking. I'm a slow old man, all right? I'm getting a head start.
So, and then Gideon and then wakes up and he's just like, oh, we must vanquish this evil.
Sure.
It should not be. This creature should not be here.
So describe the gold a little more.
Yeah, mountains and mountains of gold. That's
Real
what Jack
gold?
says.
And where was this gold in relation to this evil?
Do I know where the gold was?
Walking and talking,
No.
right? We're
It's
going.
like it's probably
Walking and talking.
Unconnected flashes.
yeah. So it's probably within the tower somewhere. This is what Jack is saying. Usually with Gideon and these visions, it's probably all in the same spot.
Great.
Jack's just bullshitting.
Jack's having a great time. This is why he sticks around Gideon, because he just loves to. And Gideon's kind of like looking at him.
Right. Well, I could sort of see in the dusk, in the dark. I have a little bit of infravision.
Yeah, as we get closer, Jack's gonna go hide in the shadows.
Okay.
This is a skill he has. I assume I roll a d20 with these.
So what do you? I don't understand. You guys are on the road right now. What are you gonna hide from?
Well, I mean, as we get closer, he's gonna.
So you when you see this thing, you mean?
Yeah, when I see this
Okay.
thing.
You guys aren't there yet.
Okay.
Because I guess it depends on how far away it is.
Yeah.
Can we determine from the light burst maybe how far that might be away from our current location?
So it's not a burst; it's a continuous beam going from the ground to the sky.
Okay.
And you guys don't know, like, there's no way for you to tell. You have no frame of reference for how far away it is.
All right, we'll just follow.
Where were we going originally?
I think we were just looking for work.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you guys are just on your way to whatever the next town is.
Old man, I can't remember all these things.
All
There's a
right,
computer monitor that is just turned on.
So, yeah, I think the wizards are pretty happy to go, and we don't know how far it's going to take, so we'll camp out if we have to.
Okay. You guys will get there tonight.
Great.
It's over the horizon, but it's visible, so it can't be too far.
It's true.
Well, I say you guys will get there tonight. If you're willing to travel beyond the horizon tonight. Which, on Earth, that's 12 miles. Archonia is established to be larger than the Earth, so 15, 20 miles.
In the dark,
You might want to camp first.
I
It's up
think
to you
we
guys.
might want to be well rested.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
I say we do a little camp out spot and maybe set up some watches and get some dinner ready. Although I don't think I have any rations, so it might be a hungry night.
you don't have any food?
I think I'll just suck my thumbs.
Is that what halflings do?
You stuffed your son? What did you say?
Stuck her thumbs. Stuck
Oh.
thumbs. Do you have any food?
I can probably make some.
Well, spell check.
You see both halflings looking at you
Okay.
with big eyes.
Animal summoning.
No,
have it?
No.
Yeah.
Well, no, well,
There's the dog.
Gideon says, hold on. I got this.
What's the name of your herding dog again? He's not named, right?
No, it's not. Gideon's gonna cast another spell called Food of the Gods.
I hope it explodes.
262.
Okay.
Cleric calls upon the power of his deity to feed the masses. The spell either makes inedible food edible, or magic creates
Viands.
vines when
no other food or
when no
drink
other
is
is available. Magically created food is spongy, gray, bland tasting, and spoils in 24 hours. Magically created food is clean water, but it's better than nothing.
It's better if you have no other food. Would be fine. First, roll your manifestation. 1d4.
1d4.
And remember these manifestations. If you cast the spell again, it'll be the same.
2.
2. Food rains down from the heavens, collecting on flat surfaces or in upturned hands. So this is if you pull off the spell, it's literally gonna be like manna from heaven.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Skull, please bless us with your offerings. Okay, 12 on a die plus 3, 13, 14, 15.
Cleric creates food and water from thin air, creating enough to feed 5 plus CL people. So 7 people.
Oh, Gideon, this is
There's 6 of you and the dog. That's 7.
halflings count for half people.
Halflings eat a whole
So,
person.
so yeah, you see Gideon just do this, and a bunch of food just comes out of the sky and falls right into place around
Wow, who's your patron god again?
Skull.
Oh, thanks, Cole. But couldn't he give us some meat?
You're literally getting free food
What
right
about seasoning?
I don't know. We had this last night and the day before that and
Like
the
even just
day
pepper?
before that.
Just having food without having to work for it is such a huge boon to people in this kind of society.
Yeah. Make spices with your magic, wizard.
Yeah. Put some salt and pepper on this thing.
Why do we waste? Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Well,
You could
eat
conjure an
hardtack.
You still have that option. Mm-hmm. You haven't made any spellcast rolls yet.
There's a great photo of how it looks too, by the way, in the book.
But the deer didn't come down.
Yeah, the deer didn't come down, but maybe next time.
Never mind.
Okay. I thought you were going to say something.
I was gonna do something, but then I was like, there's no reason to, other than just be funny.
All right.
I guess we rest for the night.
Yeah, go ahead. You guys rest for the night.
I do have my dog next to me in case something sneaks up.
Name the dog.
Harold.
Harold the dog. He's got a more normal name than most of the party.
Felix isn't so bad. Actually, I know a dog named Felix.
All right.
And also Gideon does his classic prayer right before bed to Skull and everything.
When you guys wake up in the morning, that beam is still there, but where in the dim light and nighttime it was a beam of light, it now seems to be like inverted. It's a beam of darkness with like a green hue on the edges of it, with black in the center. It's almost like the picture that you guys saw on the horizon last night has just been reversed.
That looks really creepy, guys. Really creepy.
We must vanquish this evil.
Any hints from your god as to what kind of evil this might be?
He always showed me plenty.
It's the kind of evil that has a lot of treasure.
I like this kind of evil.
Odds are he probably stole it from like some terrible person or some other people, so stealing it from him isn't a bad thing.
It's not really stealing. It's just liberating the loot to be used for better purposes.
You guys traveling towards it?
Yeah.
Of course.
We're hiking.
When you guys are getting what seems like pretty close to where the source of this thing must be, you find yourselves entering a town.
Oh.
It's a small little village, mostly like mud and wood buildings. The roofs are made of like wood shingles. There's one well in the center of town, and there's no tavern or inn that you can see.
Is this a town that we would have known about since it was only 12 miles from the other town? Or 12, 15 miles?
Yeah, this is Habsburg.
Habsburg.
Yeah.
Habsburg.
You guys probably didn't realize you were so close, and it's not that big of a town, so you probably weren't thinking about it that much.
And this is where the light is at, or is it?
You're very close to the light. It appears to be... you guys are traveling more or less east. The light is to the north of the road. So it's pretty close to the town, but you're not on it yet.
We'll have to leave the road, basically, to get there.
And do we see anybody around, like up and about in the village? Because I assume it's daytime.
It's just... yeah, the sun came up about the time you guys woke up. You walked for a while. So yeah, people are up. There are people working their trades. You know, the blacksmith, the... what do they have in towns besides blacksmiths? The
Baker.
lady that makes cloth. Baker, sure. Interesting thing I was learning about on YouTube recently. Most people in like 1700s and back didn't have an oven, so they would boil things on a fire, or they would take them to the local baker to cook for them.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was the only guy that had an oven.
It's good business.
Yeah.
Just owning an oven.
Anyway,
Well, there's a blacksmith. Maybe we could make our way there. They tend to see a lot of travelers usually, right?
Yeah, the blacksmith is near the road for sure, and that's strategic.
And you said there's no inn that's visible.
You don't see any inn or tavern. That's what I was saying. It's a small town. It's not really built for people to like stay here. Although you could maybe ask to be put up at someone's home. There's not really an inn. You know what? I will amend that a little bit and say there is an ale house, but there's not like an inn, a place to stay.
Not even a full bar, just an ale house.
Yeah.
Well, ale.
I could use a drink.
It's a great place to find information as well. Actually, since we're at the blacksmith, maybe we talk to him first. Or her. I don't know.
It actually is a female. Isabella Flynn.
Isabella Flynn.
Bella?
She is built like a brick shithouse. You could hit her with a horse and the horse would fall down.
Wow.
Yeah. Says, hello. You guys need something? You don't have any horses to shoe?
No, but we're just travelers traveling, and we noticed that big light over there. Do you have any ideas on what that could be?
That's not a light, that's a black.
It's like a negative now.
I don't really know about that, but whatever that weird thing is.
I don't know what that is, but I wouldn't go near it.
You're not concerned that it's so close to your little hamlet?
Yeah, I am concerned. What am I going to do about it?
Maybe pack up your stuff and
Leave.
evacuate?
Where would I go?
Away?
There's a nice little village 15 miles that way.
There's a nice little village here. I'm not going over there, and that thing, hopefully it's not moving over here. It'll go away, right?
Sure. What can you tell us about this area?
What about it?
Like any strange going-ons, or have you
Well-
always lived in this area?
This big beam of blackness shot up from the sky this morning, and other than that, no, nothing.
Is there usually anything over there that might be weird?
As far as I know, that's just the woods.
Nobody in this village has been journeyed that way far enough to see anything unusual.
The hunters have been out. I've gone out a couple times, but I mean, I work here. It's just, I mean, I don't know what's over there that's making that, but it's not the trees, I'll tell you that much. Unless you guys didn't fuck with the trees, did you?
Really? No, we just
not
arrived.
tree people.
Uh,
No desire to fuck with trees.
We'll see that you don't.
oh, the trees. Something to be fucked with?
Well, we just need those for fires and stuff.
Oh, resource.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Last I heard, trees didn't make big anti-lights.
No, I thought you meant like they would come alive and try to kill us or something.
Oh,
So you don't know there's any like strange folk that came through and might have created that light?
you're the strangest folk I've seen in a while. What are you? What are you, dwarfs?
And then Jinxie pops and goes, "Hey, we might be small, but that's discrimination. Halflings! Halflings!"
What's the difference?
A few inches and some attitude.
Okay. A halfling have more attitude. All right. Sorry, I just don't see anyone like that, you know?
Well, now you have.
All right. Well, listen, I didn't do that. I don't know what's going on.
Alright, well, if we're the newest people in the village in a while and you have no information regarding that area over there, and
I know it's all flat forest land for about 50 miles.
wonderful. So I think we've kind of tapped this source out. Flip you a copper coin. Thanks for the information.
I didn't do anything.
Your time is valuable.
That's right. He pockets that and goes sits back down and starts smoking a pipe.
If we, if that thing changes or starts getting closer or bigger, I definitely suggest you guys leave.
I would certainly leave if I felt threatened without being told to do that. But I'm not sure where I'd go.
Anywhere else is better if you're still alive.
It's a fair point.
Now, I find the lack of concern in that blacksmith very annoying.
Roll personality on that.
Roll personality.
Whichever character it was that said that.
That's Minxie. That's a 15.
Yeah, she was not unconcerned. She just had no ability to do anything about it.
I think we should go investigate the ale house. There's definitely going to be something there.
Gotta investigate that.
Yeah, the ale house might have information.
Yeah, well, maybe one of the hunters rolled on through and has something new to impart.
Yep. Carry on.
As you guys are crossing, the alehouse is in sight, and you only know it's an alehouse because someone has sort of scratched a crude drawing of a mug into the side of the building, but it's actually just attached to someone's actual house. It's like their spare room, and there's like 2 tables inside, and the housewife of whatever house this is comes out and says, "You guys want something to drink?"
How much?
That's a copper.
Is there anybody else around? Or is it just us that rolled up and her?
Right now it's just you guys and her. It's very early in the morning.
You see both Jinxie and Minxie reach up to the counter and place 2 coppers.
in unison.
Well, she'll pour you guys each an ale. She's heard of halflings. She knows.
I think Pip will also down a couple coppers for a couple.
Well, you guys like to get into it early in the morning, huh?
Liquid courage for go check that out.
Well, I'm
Check what out?
sure ale is more better than how good is your well water?
My well water?
The well that's in the middle of town.
Oh,
Unless people piss in it or something.
We don't drink from that well.
Why not?
It smells funny.
People piss in it, don't they?
Yeah, maybe. It smells like that. It always has. There's another well down at the end of town. That one's fine.
And that was
This is
regarding
wrong.
the big dark negative beam of energy in the sky.
Excuse me?
Did you not see it? Have you been out of the house yet?
No.
I'll go take a peek out your back window real quick.
What did you do?
No, we're here to investigate that.
What is that?
We don't know yet.
Okay, excuse me. She hustles out in terror.
Oh,
Oh,
I
guess she
hoping to
didn't
get a lot of
know
information.
anything. Is there anybody else in the L house, or
it's just us.
Just the 6 of you and the dog.
Great.
No health inspector, so the dog's allowed in.
Yeah. So yeah, we shotgun ours for our drinks down. I don't think the sound's going to be very useful to us. I feel like we should just start heading out. Or maybe we should go take a look at the well real quick.
yeah? Why does it smell bad? Maybe they throw dead bodies in there.
We go over to the well. Check it out.
The P one or the other one?
The P one, yes.
As you guys as you approach near the P well, you hear a frantic cracking of branches from off the side of the road between a couple of buildings, and someone comes tearing out of the woods. It's cut back maybe 20 yards from the main road in the town. Someone comes tearing out of there. Couple of guys. They come up. They're like, "There's a whole lake. Who are you guys?"
A whole lake.
Yeah, who are you guys?
Who are you?
We're traveling adventurers here to go check out that light, or lack thereof.
Well, we're Cuthbert and Jet. We live in the town here. We're the hunters. We went out because of the light or whatever it is. We went out before the sun rose. There's a whole lake that wasn't there.
Of what?
Water?
We didn't drink from it, but it looked like water.
Did you notice anything else?
There's a big mound of the light, or opposite of light, whatever it is. It's coming from a big mound of flesh on the side of the lake.
How close did you get to this thing?
We got when we approached, we were in the opposite side of the lake. We could see it maybe 100 yards. We walked around a little bit, but we didn't get that close. This lake was not there.
Well, that's mighty brave of you guys to go check it out. I wouldn't recommend it usually.
When we saw a big tower made of flesh shooting up, at the time it was just a light. We thought someone's doing a science experiment or casting a spell. We got there, it was a big flesh tower shooting now a black light at the sky and a lake that wasn't there yesterday. We came back.
A little more detail on the flesh tower. What's it shaped like? And is it like one solid thing of flesh, or is it like patchwork flesh? Like, what is...
Kind of patchwork, green and just kind of meat colored, and it was shaped kind of like this, but maybe as tall as that tree. He points to a tree that's maybe 60 feet tall.
That's really weird.
And no people around besides that tower of flesh.
I don't think that was a person. If it was, oh boy.
And sorry, back to the flesh real quick. When you say green, was it like rotting, or was it more like the skin tone was green?
Some of it may have been rotting. Some of it looked like mine. He's like a dark-skinned person, and the person talking is Jeff, but he points to the other guy, Cuthbert, who is more like me, and he says some of it was like me, some of it was like him, some of it was like green but alive, and some of it was like green and rotting.
And there's nobody missing from your village, right?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
And the tower of flesh was by the lake, or is it sitting in the lake, or?
It was next to the lake on the shore. But again, the lake and the tower both have never been there before. We've lived here all our lives. We hunt in these woods all the time. There was no lake or tower made of flesh.
How big is this lake?
Bigger than the town.
Can we see the lake from here?
No, back in the woods.
Oh, it's back in
I think we should make our way on over there.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna get too much information out of these people. I don't want to send any of them out there. Well, thank
Okay.
you for your information. We will go investigate this flesh tower and assess its danger to the village. If we don't come back in 4 days, 5 days,
I think. Send the army?
no, just leave this area, or send an army if you can find one.
Okay, we're gonna discuss if and why we should do what you guys say. But do let us know if you find anything.
Well, it's not. It's more of a logical step. I'm pointing out.
Yeah, no, we're gonna
If we
discuss it after you leave.
disappear,
Yeah.
then obviously something's going wrong, and you should probably leave.
No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I just don't know who you are or why you're in charge. But yeah, let's talk about it after.
I mean, did you want to go investigate it? We can.
No, we
can
did.
just sit back
We
here.
can investigate as much as we.
I mean, we can
intend to.
stay, it's
That's
fine.
It, that's
I don't
it
mind.
for now. That's us.
I'm an old man. All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might want to. I mean, you even have pants on under that thing. I don't know.
Just started leather. That's it.
Right?
I did not need to know that.
Shall we?
Off you go.
Yeah.
Anything else to do before you leave town from anyone?
I mean,
I piss in the well.
is it nighttime?
No.
Everyone's looking.
Jinxie and Minxie would
It's
not
morning
piss in
now.
the well.
Morning?
Yeah.
You guys woke up and came to town.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll put a copper down the well.
I guess
too.
we're not tired yet. Is there a church in town? Like a holy place?
Yeah, there is a sort of amalgamated temple to all the deities of law.
Oh,
I
maybe
wanna-
we should place an offering.
Gideon wants to go there and speak to the head cleric, or who is ever in charge right there.
Yeah, there is like an occupational cleric there, like a priest, but he's not a cleric like you're a cleric. He's not an adventurer.
He's just gonna go there and ask for his blessing and tell him why he's here. It's like he goes to him. He says, "My name is Gideon, follower of Skull." And you are?
I am Japhet.
Good to see you, Jacob.
Yes, thank you for coming. What can I do for you, Gideon?
I have seen visions of a flesh tower nearby that holds great evil. Have you seen this?
I have not seen the visions, but I've seen something absurd in the sky, and reports are starting to come through town of a flesh tower and a lake. Wasn't there?
I will do my best to make sure that this evil is extinguished from your town.
We thank you. Kneel that I may bless thee. He says a prayer over you. Lords of Order, please guide, protect my brother Gideon as he goes to confront the unknown. Let him know good from evil when he sees it, and survive that which he must combat.
And he bows and accepts him, and he's doing a prayer to the skull. Does the priest look weak at all, or does he look like he has any kind of like disease?
He looks like an average sort of guy. He looks like a 30-something regular dude.
Okay. I can, if he was sick or anything, I could lay hands on him.
No, not here, not him.
Okay. And I say, if there's anything else you need, and hopefully if I come back, I would gladly help.
Oh, yes. Well, we appreciate you. If you are a true cleric of Skull, we may find use for you in the town, but for now, this seems more urgent than anything that may be happening here.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this tower that I have not seen?
I have not seen it either. I know nothing.
Okay. I will do my best. Skull be with you.
And with you.
I'm supposed to have a Patreon bond too, but I don't think I'm even worried about that right now.
That's fine.
Because I have to do like a whole week and quest and stuff in order to fabricate a bond.
I'll tell you a secret. Any patron that you look up in this book is fully pretend in Archonia.
Okay.
Jack,
All right, never mind then.
Yeah.
Jack wants
It's
to...
all coming. It's all in your mind.
Yeah.
As Gideon is with this priest, Jack wants to see if there's a thieves guild in this town.
Jack wants to see if there's a thieves guild. Do you have a skill that will help you find it?
Let's see.
If they don't have an inn, why would they have a thieves guild?
Well, you're not supposed to know if there's a thieves guild.
But no, think about it. If there's no travelers coming through staying at inns, who are they going to steal from?
Well, the road does go through here.
I would say maybe read languages, because he can look for secret thieves.
Can't.
Thieves can.
Oh my god, can the thieves guild just be like some kid pretending to create his own thieves guild?
Or maybe even climb surfaces, because maybe he knows where they might be. Or even the luck die.
Actually, yeah, roll a luck die. That's a good idea.
So, for the luck die, it just says D4. We
me see your sheet?
We have to look that up. It's in the skills. It says luck die, D4. Everything else says plus something. I don't know what the D4 means. Let me see here.
Yeah, look that up. But look that up after this. For now, just roll a d20 and add your luck modifier, which is 1.
Hold on, I'm just looking real quick here. I don't see luck on the...
No, you'll probably have to check the book.
Okay. All right. Jack's looking for the Thieves Guild.
Burning luck or just rolling with luck?
It's just rolling luck. I'm just using this to determine if there's a thieves guild
No.
in town or not. So what I'm doing is I'm making the assumption that if there is one, you would know the signs and find it. So you just roll to see if there is one. There's not.
No, because I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Jack's like, this place is too small for a good guild. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. On our way to the river. I mean, the lake.
To the flesh lake.
I didn't even bring my swimming suit.
It takes a good couple hours walking through the forest. I'm gonna
Swimming garment.
roll a d6.
I have some yarn. Fabric. I can make you something.
Peppercino, please you roll a luck check now. D20 plus whatever your luck modifier is.
Cool. So 0.
Okay.
So it's going to be a straight 15.
15. Okay, you have avoided a random encounter.
Ooh.
Aww. Can we roll?
And following the directions given to you by the hunters, and of course, seeing the thing in the sky, before long you do find yourself at a lake.
It is rather nice having a pole to go towards.
We can have a picnic at the lake.
Yeah, and across from the lake, across from where you are on the other side of the lake, you see this sort of flesh mound about 60 feet high with a beam coming out of the top. An anti-light beam.
And now that we're looking more at the flesh mound, is there any more features to it, or like face, like mouth, eyes?
No mouth
Nose.
or eyes, nothing like that. You do see, well, from this distance you can't see anymore, except the fact that it is pulsating in different places.
Oh, that's
Do we see
always a good sign.
Do we see a visible entrance?
Yeah, there's an orifice near the bottom, facing perpendicular to the lake. You'd have
An
to walk around
orifice
it.
in the bottom.
It has a couple of teeth, but it is
Is it closed?
person-sized. No, it's open.
It's open.
I didn't even make the joke. It was you.
I didn't even get it till you said it. Till you said that.
Before we go there, examining the water, is it water?
How do you examine it? In what manner?
Visually and smell first.
It looks and smells like a regular lake.
Interesting.
All right. I might cast a spell. Give me a second to just double check.
Okay.
Before we enter the orifice, Jack will search for traps.
You guys haven't rounded the lake yet. It's on the other
Oh, okay,
side
okay,
from
okay.
where you're at.
I thought we were in front of it.
So we
Never
either
mind.
need a boat or
Because
we
he
need to
took a
walk
pause
around.
to examine the water.
Is the tower in the middle of the lake?
No, the tower's on the opposite shore.
Okay.
You'd have to walk around the lake.
Or take a boat.
I do not cast anything, but I am going to poke the water with a stick and then
Okay, who? Peppercino or
Peppercino, yeah.
Peppercino's going to poke it with a stick.
Yeah.
When you go to poke the water, even though to look at it, it's clearly moving and flowing. It's still water. It's a lake, but it still moves and flows a little bit. When you go to poke it with the stick, it resists like a gelatin.
Interesting.
Don't drink the water, that's for sure. And looking around, is there any spots where animals have come to drink in the past? And
Roll intelligence.
Yeah.
critical failure.
Is there anything
Okay.
alive in the water, like animals, like bugs, fish?
The water's not clear enough to see through. I mean, most lakes aren't. People talk about crystal clear water, but most water isn't that.
Feel like
You could, if there's fish in there, you can't see it.
Felix goes, "I got this," and he hurls a rock, like a big rock.
I was
into-
going to
into
skip
the
a rock,
water.
but that works too.
I was thinking about skipping.
Felix
off, too.
doesn't know how to skip rock.
Okay, so
No one taught him. He has no parents.
Felix hurls a rock at the lake. It arcs over
Felix.
it arcs over the water for I don't know however far he can throw, and it hits the surface, and you see the water start to splash away like it would for in a normal lake. But then the rock sort of freezes and the water freezes, and you see like a shuddering in the air, and then suddenly it's gone. The rock is gone. The water's back to normal. It's like it's almost as though time like skipped ahead for a split second. Like it froze and then it skipped ahead, like when your CD's skipping and then it catches up.
We might want to go around.
Yeah, do
What do
you
you
guys
think
get
of-
any magical sense on this?
I don't have anything I can use specifically in this situation. However, I have some theories about what might be causing it. But I'm going to keep them to myself until I have further evidence. Let's carry on. Let's go to the tower. I don't think there's much that we're going to get from this lake at the moment.
Do we go left or do we go right? Do we split the party in half
which
and
was
go
quicker?
around?
The quickest way is to go right.
To the right.
To the right we go. And I don't want to stay too close to the edge of the water either. I want to be at least 20, 30 feet away.
What about Gideon and Jack? Any interest in the water?
I mean, we're interested, but I think we'd rather save our strength for the flesh tower. So we're gonna go around for now. I mean, maybe Jack might take like a little, like, glass that he usually uses for his poisons, and he tries to scoop the water, just near the side.
Roll an agility check.
Ooh.
Actually, roll a reflex.
Ooh.
Interesting.
For Jack.
Jack.
I could just summon an animal and send it in, I suppose.
I don't want to light it on fire.
Reflex.
No.
So my
An
reflex
animal on
save.
fire?
No, the
My
water.
reflex save is 2.
So D20 plus 2.
This is petroleum jelly.
So I have to get above 2?
Well, hold on. Let me reread that.
Because it just says reflex save 2.
No.
Skills on here.
Isn't that your modifier?
I don't think so.
think
Because
you might be
modifiers
right.
are next to here.
No, reflex. 1D20 plus agility. Yeah, so yeah, it's a modifier.
That's your agility
Let me
modifier.
double check it.
No.
It's actually not clear on the cheat sheet. I'm going to check it in the actual book.
Checks.
I am.
Saving throw.
I suppose I could have just thrown. Did I bring an animal in and chuck him?
To make a saving throw, a character rolls 1d20, adds his modifier,
Animal
and
testing.
compares the result to the target.
Let's
number.
light it on
So
fire. What if it's like petroleum jelly?
Your DC for this is 15.
15?
I imagined it was like an illusion or some sort of.
So you're rolling DC 15 to avoid accidentally touching the water. I know that's a high number, but there's a reason for it.
It's gonna try to lick you.
All right, let's see.
And there goes Jack.
Is that a good nod?
No. It's a critical failure.
Oh.
That is a 1.
So here's what happens. You go down to scoop up some of the water in the jar, and unlike when Peppercino poked it with a stick and it like resisted, it does the opposite. Your hand shoots into the water too fast, and before you know it, your arm is like submerged halfway up to the elbow. And while your arm is in there, for you, time freezes. And you see flashes of other times. And what's happening is, from your perspective, you're always at this lake with your arm in the water. But the world around you is changing. And you know, as you experience this stuff happening, that you're seeing both the past and the future. At a certain point in the past, you see an army of ape creatures come tearing through this landscape with no trees in it at this time, even though in the real time you're in the middle of a forest. In this vision, you're seeing it without trees at all. And your brother's dying. and they're all wielding large hammers and stone tools, and then they're gone before they reach the tower. In another time, you see all blackness in the sky, not stars, no moon, no sun. It's not night, but it's not day. It's just nothing. It's completely black, and this black shape swoops out of the sky, and you see it only by the light of its own breath. When a dragon breathes fire at this tower, and it strikes the tower, wraps around it, and doesn't harm it. This flesh tower. Still there, looking the way it does to you in the present. You see a time now that you know is the future, and you see people on these incredible machines flying in, trying to approach the tower, and then the machines vanish before they reach it. And you see attempt after attempt by all manner of person and being to try and reach this tower or attack it or assault it or wipe it off the face of Archonia, and nothing works. And then suddenly you're back as your arm finally breaks the surface of the water. To you, Jack, this was years that you spent with your arm just going through the water like this.
Oh. Yeah, Jack falls back to the ground back from me.
You're all right, kid?
Your experience of it was years, which means you barely remember the context of what was happening in real time for everyone else.
Did it burn?
What happened?
Jack's just... like he looks around and he's confused, and I'm gonna need a moment.
Gather yourself.
And he sits down.
Is it dangerous? Can we drink it?
It's like, don't touch it. I saw some sort of... I was there. Like Jack's going in and out of like trying to explain. It's like, I think I was there, but it might have been dreaming, but it felt like I was there. Saw the flesh tower and all these beasts, but the lake wasn't there. Felt like I saw everything for, what was it, for years?
Years in
Yeah.
both directions.
Yeah.
But so you're saying, according to this water, the tower has always been there.
Yeah, maybe.
Yet the villagers say it wasn't there a couple days ago.
Neither was that light.
Jack looks over to Gideon and says, I think I believe in evil now.
The light, the negative black light, turns off. And as you guys look to the tower, you see the flesh that it is made of start to peel like a really bad sunburn, but faster. And it starts falling away from the tower. Underneath is bloody meat, and then that starts to fall away too. And you see platinum, silver, scales.
That looks like treasure to me.
That's where we're going to take our break.
So the flesh came off the tower
Yeah,
and it showed scales underneath.
yeah.
So,
Like a
okay,
serpent
nice.
shedding.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, everyone, we'll be back in a little bit, and we will.
Hello?
I don't know why we were muted.
Sound-
We're unmuted now. I
We're
hope we weren't
unmuted now.
muted before the break.
We were silenced.
The whole time.
Yeah, we were
No,
silenced.
Misery would have said something
What's
if we were
his
muted before the...
Unless he fell asleep.
No, he's responding until the
No.
end.
Yeah, well, anyway.
Well,
So
Eat that.
the flesh tower just shedded its flesh skin.
With silvery scales.
and now has savory skills.
That's correct.
Out of character, I think this is.
But is she hot?
Is she hot?
The flesh tower?
Yeah.
This is for you to decide. It's a tower that was made of flesh and then meat under the skin, and then that all fell off and is mounds around it now. And then there's silver scales.
Must smell wonderful.
Is there still like
Doesn't.
is there still orifice entrance?
Yes. And
not scales.
there is steam coming out from it.
Is it open?
Yep.
Okay.
It opened the whole time.
all right.
Gaping.
All right. If we get there, Jack wants to check for traps at the opening.
Are you guys going to go around towards it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have to at this point.
Please check for traps.
Okay.
I have, ironically, a skill under Lucky Roll called Fox's Cunning. Did not pick that, by the way. These are random gen characters that finds and disables traps.
Do you want to do this?
I don't understand what Lucky Roll is, though.
Look it up.
Minxie was
Resolve
born.
Jack's first.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
All right. So Jack rolls to find some traps. You got a 4 plus 4. That's 8.
Oh shit, you permanently lose luck?
I almost want to spend the luck thing on this because it says DC 10 for large, bulky traps, but there might not be any traps at all. Nat 1 is triggering a trap. You know, I'm gonna let it stay at 8.
8 in total.
Yeah, 8 total. Yeah.
And what does that say on your DC chart? Sorry, I was reading.
So it only says, wait, find trap intelligence. Do I add my intelligence score to this?
No, it should already be added.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. So, because it says Nat 1 equals triggers traps. It says DC 10, large, bulky, hit in the floor, a spring-loaded axe, a drop of portcullises, and then 15 plus subtle traps.
Okay. So
So-
you don't see anything.
Okay.
Where do you find, what's this Lucky Roll thing? How does it work?
Read me what you're asking about.
This Lucky Roll paragraph right here thing.
Lucky roll. Fox is coming. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I don't know what a Lucky Roll is. Is that if you, do I just roll luck to see if it works?
Possibly. I'm doing a search.
So Jack says, seems okay to enter.
I found the index finally.
You know these things that look like teeth at the orifice? Are they separated? Like, can I squeeze through without getting like punctured, or
They're 7 feet up.
they're 7 feet up? How many are there? Is this just like a lot of spikes?
These are teeth that are going in the mouth.
There's 2.
There's 2.
They're both on top.
That's luck.
Can I throw a rock into the orifice just to see what happens?
Good idea. Good idea.
Sure, you can roll a rock in there.
Felix like, hey, that's my job.
But you're welcome to throw a rock.
When you
Felix
throw-
chucks a rock.
When you throw a rock in there, a big puff of steam comes out and obscures your view of the rock. You don't know what happens to it.
Big puff of steam.
Big puff of steam.
Yeah, there's been steam coming out the whole time since the flesh fell off. There's been steam coming out. But when you throw a rock in there, a big puff of steam like obscures vision.
But the teeth didn't
burning
move,
luck.
right?
Do
Matt,
I
you
feel
were page,
heat from this steam?
19.
Is
You
there
read it.
is there heat
Okay.
coming from the steam?
A little bit, yeah.
So it's hot in there.
Oh, so you just roll on the table and you get one of those, and that's your ability.
Yeah.
So then,
So
I could just
it
find the
says right
disabled
here,
trap.
in some cases the lucky roll is completely useless because the character chooses a class where it's not applicable. I think that's you.
oh,
You're not a thief. You don't have find and disable traps.
got it.
Yeah.
Never mind.
All right. That's one of the things I actually like about this system is that it's so random. Sometimes things just mean nothing.
Yeah. Have we tried knocking or saying?
Well, it's open. It's open.
You threw a rock in, steam obscured view. When the steam clears, you cannot see the rock. The ground in there looks almost like a tongue. It's not moving. Like it doesn't look like it separates and comes up, but it's like squishy and wet like that.
Do we have knowledge of dragons and everything as
All right.
our player characters?
This is the moment where I am going to actually summon my animal.
Direct knowledge of dragons? Probably not. You've heard of dragons.
I'm like, this looks like a big beast. Are we really going into its mouth?
All right. So, well, no. Let me summon an animal real quick and send.
Is this a spell?
Yep. Animal summoning. So, do you want me to do manifestation first?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. 1. An egg shimmers into existence, then hatches into the animal summoned.
Cute.
Awesome.
I like that.
Wow.
Aw.
Cute. He says it's potentially disgusting. But
It's basically like gross Pokemon.
Oh,
okay. Well, roll your spellcasting check.
All right.
it's a garbage pail kid.
Uh-oh. 7. Lost. Failure.
You have lost that spell for the day.
You could spend luck.
I don't know.
In order to make it a success, you have to get to 12.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably not worth that.
It's
that
not
much.
worth it, probably.
Yeah. No,
Well-
Jinxie is going to go around and like examine the scale. And does it seem very attached, or can he pry one, or can she pry one open with a dagger?
Give me an agility check for that.
Hey,
Okay.
Jinxie.
Please. Jinxie rolled a
Nice.
19.
Wow.
That tower is nice.
You're the one getting. Yeah, you're getting all the good rolls today. This is you. This is your game.
You pry a scale off.
Uh-oh.
Is it silver?
It is. Underneath of that scale is fur. Black fur.
Scales then fur.
And can I, Jinxie like,
Flesh scales fur.
Jinxie kind of moves the fur around with the dagger and shaves off a bit.
Roll me stamina. Wait, what are your saves?
My Jinxie says
Give
is,
me a fortitude save.
oh, that's a -1.
Good. Roll that.
20.
It's a 2 minus 1 is a 1. I
Oh.
fail.
I meant 2-0, not just the 2.
Yeah, you know.
You go to wiggle the fur with your dagger. Is that what you said? Mm-hmm. You hear an animal bellow coming up through the dagger blade, through your arm, and into your eardrums, basically through your bone structure. It's like, and it actually physically knocks you back from the tower. No one else hears it.
Oh, good. You're done.
Are you okay?
You're done goofing around over there. Would you mind going and getting a rock for us?
And I'm like, I got this. I'm rich.
Just,
Worth it.
all right. Well, someone's got to go in first.
Is it going to be Felix?
I would like it not to be Felix. Felix is like, yeah, let me go.
wait.
Let me go.
We have a dog. We have a dog.
No, I
Oh
don't.
yeah,
wanna,
we have a dog.
I don't want to make Harold go in there.
We have got to stop killing dogs on this show.
Stop giving us dogs.
Well, is it us or is it the GM?
It's true.
When have I ever killed a dog except those few?
Yeah, okay. We make a deal.
He killed the first one.
You go first, or you send your dog first.
Why don't you poke your staff
Why
in there?
is the deal focused only on Jack?
Because he's the one with the dog.
You know what Minxie's going to
actually-
do? Minxie's going to take her staff and going to poke it into the hole.
You mean the fur?
No, into the orifice.
Oh, into the orifice.
yeah.
Nothing happens.
The one
And
with the
just-
tongue and teeth.
Nothing happens.
All right, fine. Let me
Does
try.
it feel squishy when she Past the
Let me
floor?
try my method first.
It does.
I go up to so that I'm like right in front of it, and I yell, "Hello!" into the mouth orifice thing. What feels like a mouth.
You experience a thing that you've never experienced before in your life.
Gingivitis on a planetary
Kinda,
level.
yeah, that's kind of where I'm going, but not exactly. It is this deep, rumbling, powerful escape of air from inside. It's like hot and slow and smelly, and you realize it is an enormous burp.
Burp.
I throw up a little bit.
I don't want to get eaten. You know, I light my torch. I think I have a torch, and we have basic gear, right? So I assume we have a torch.
Sure.
I light the torch and I throw it into the.
Oh, that's okay. Well,
Orifice.
clearly, this is the creature, and I don't know.
It goes out when it hits the floor.
It's wet.
It's wet.
Well,
Didn't
so
work.
this
Nothing
is
happens.
obviously the mouth of something much larger. We probably shouldn't go inside,
No,
I don't want to be digested.
but we do need to resolve this. We need to figure out where the treasure is. Most importantly,
Jinxie holds up the scale. We could just scale it like a fish.
but we have to go inside. There's no other entrance.
send your
Don't
dog.
roll me that D5.
D5.
Send your dog. 5.
5.
Nice.
You hear a sound coming from inside, a skittering, loud sound like bone scraping against bone. It's coming closer.
Oh.
Okay,
Pip's gonna back up a little bit
Jack's gonna hide
and get ready.
Both halflings are loosening up their weapons.
and Gideon takes out his holy symbol.
Okay. Roll D6, Alan.
6. 5.
A beetle comes out of the mouth. A gigantic beetle. It's the one you saw in your vision.
I throw up again.
It is covered with spines, short, sharp spines. Like I said, it's about the size of, what did I say before? An elephant? A horse?
A
I think
horse.
you said a
You
horse.
said a horse.
Yeah, that's about right. It's coming rushing out, and I need everyone to roll initiative. You have an agility modifier. Roll a d20 plus that.
20.
It's okay. We have nothing on the board anyway.
Except strawberries.
Yeah, it's all theater of the mind.
Oh, 2 initiatives. That's right. I forgot.
What are my modifiers? Agility modifiers. Jinxie rolled a 2. Minxie rolled a 7.
Alright. Jack rolled 4. And Gideon rolled 16.
We all had we have one high character and one lower character. Felix rolled a 3. And Pippercino rolled a -1, so 10.
This one.
I'm just putting Pip. The beetle rolled a 2.
A billion.
So I'll put him last after Jinxie. There we go. This thing's coming for you, Gideon. It's gonna kill you. What are you gonna do?
I mean, do we know it's gonna kill us?
Maybe we could ride it. Is it big enough to ride and tame?
It's a horse size.
So initiative represents that split second when you know a fight has started but nobody's been hit yet. The beetle is lunging for you. You know it's in a fight. What are you gonna do?
Gideon uses Word of command.
What does that do?
Uh,
Well, we'll find out when you roll. But what is it supposed to do?
it's both. Gideon says one word, and the creature has to follow that word.
Okay, this is the cleric spell.
Cleric spell. Page 268.
268. Got it.
268.
Word of command. The cleric speaks a powerful word that carries with it the commanding will of his deity. Creatures hearing the word are bound to obey, and then there's a whole paragraph. But
Yeah.
go ahead and roll your manifestation first, since you haven't used the spell before. That's a D4.
D4. 2.
Word echoes many times. So first roll your spellcasting
Whoa.
check to find out what the effect is, and then tell me what word you say. If you succeed.
Wow. Got a 5.
There's no way you're going to pass.
5 plus 3 is 8.
Failure range is 1 to 11.
8. I would need 9, 10, 11.
You'd have to spend
3.
4 luck
4 luck.
to get to 12 to pass.
And it's permanent too when you lose your luck.
Yeah. No, you can recover it.
No, not according to this.
You can, but it has to be like an extraordinary
Once
thing.
per roll, before or after you roll the die, permanently sacrifice luck for one-time roll bonus.
Corrected.
But how many luck can I
Oh,
spend?
you know, I'm thinking of spell burn when you burn other.
Yeah, oh, sorry, that's burning luck. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not the spellcasting one.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. What did you say, Alan?
Can I spell burn?
Yeah,
Yeah?
you can spell burn.
Is that the same like luck?
You declare it to boost by spend. Well, you're supposed to do it before, but I don't care about that. You may declare it to boost by spending points from strength, agility, or stamina scores. You boost by 1 point per point of ability score you burn. And it's or. You have to burn them all from the same ability. Yeah.
And you don't get it back?
And that, no,
do.
that you do recover 1 point per day that you don't spell burn.
Before the spell check, you may declare the boost.
I mean, you can also just fail the spell check.
And how do I get it back? The spell.
Next day.
Next day. Well, that's for wizards. It's a little different for clerics.
Oh, cleric's different? Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I have to-
If you fail enough times as a cleric, you might start to incur the wrath of your deity.
Ooh, that could be fun.
I'm just gonna.
I mean,
No.
if you're into that.
Oh man.
Wrathful
I'm into
deities.
wrath.
Yeah.
I just want to confirm if I can spend more than 1 luck.
Yeah, you can spend more than 1 luck.
Okay. Because if I can, I'm willing to spend.
Or,
Can I spend 1 luck and 1 strength?
no, you have to choose.
I have to choose.
No. I'll say this. You can spend a luck, and then you have to spend all from the same ability score for the others.
Because I would have to spend at least 3 strength, right?
Music. It's carrying us right now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Misery, by the way.
Strength, agility, or stamina.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna fail
Okay, you fail.
because I
Please
know.
check the book for how many times you fail before your god is pissed.
I want your guy to get pissed so bad.
Yeah,
It's still fun.
because I know that that's in there somewhere, but it does something when you fail a spell check as a cleric. But all right, so it's now Pippercino's turn.
Oh. So you said it was coming for him. Is it actually coming for him?
Yeah, I just said that because he's first in initiative. It's coming for you guys as a group.
Okay.
I didn't really check the marching order.
Is there... Yeah, I need to kind of know who...
I'll roll it. It's coming for Jinxie.
Oh, Jinxie? I'm gonna let him go then. Kidding. I believe I could range touch. So yes, okay, great. So Pippercino's gonna come up behind Jinxie and be like, "Good luck," and cast Magic Shield,
Okay, first
which
roll
is
a
going to be a
manifestation.
1d6. Ooh, I like it when there's lots of different manifestations. 5.
What's that?
Black bottomless tear in a tear in a seam of reality.
Ooh. What's the spell called?
Magic shield.
Okay.
All right, let's see if it works.
Yeah.
You might explode. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's actually a possibility, but it'd be great. Oh,
For who?
fudge.
For who?
Thank God. I mean, yeah, it's a lost failure.
Alan,
Oh,
you're on
so
page-
Peppuccino's like, yeah, good luck, and then he backs off. God
Alan, you're on page 29 of the book.
damn, he's very lost. But he's practically useless now. Peppuccino.
So you failed the spell check?
Yeah.
Okay. That's Peppercino. Minxie, you're up.
Okay, Minxie has 2 short swords, and she's gonna go a whack and whack, 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 because the only person who could damage her sister is herself. So
Okay.
That makes sense.
I guess that's 2. That's a D16.
Okay.
Yeah, borrow a D16, por favor, right there. And I think that's D16. I don't think I have any agility. Can add a strength modifier, maybe. That's a 14 for, I guess, plus strength, maybe. 15 for one of them, and then the other one does not hit. I don't
Okay,
think.
what was the first one?
15.
That actually just hits.
Ooh. Okay, damage on that would be 1d6 plus 1. So that's a... Oh, that's a 6 points of damage.
Okay, you harm it. What's your weapon?
It's a short sword.
Okay, so yeah, this thing comes up and you just make like Sam Gamgee right up in there, but it's still very, very alive.
Like, take that, you filthy insect! I never like cockroaches anyway.
Okay, so for the cleric, my god's not mad at me yet. It's only if I rolled a natural 1. But
Right.
now since I failed it, it's going to be on either a 1 or a 2.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was just glancing.
So my
at it.
next
I didn't-
spell that I cast, if it's a 1 or a 2, then
it increases your crit fail range.
yeah,
Basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't say I lose the spell. It just-
If you crit fail enough and your god gets mad at you, you'll lose all your spells.
yeah, but I don't think I lost that spell.
Yeah,
for the day.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Jack.
Jack.
You're up.
Jack's currently hidden.
Yeah, Minxie just stabbed the thing.
Jack.
Jack.
So Jack's gonna do his sneak attack.
Run
yeah,
home,
Jack.
Jack.
Sneak attack. Hook reference.
This is the person who's doing sneak attack. So let me see. Backstab. Backstab bonus to attack 1F. I don't know what that means. 1F from behind or target unaware. If clear, usually combined with hide in shadows, which I'm doing right now.
Amazing.
If I hit, auto crit. Okay, so come on. No.
So I can't do 2-weapon fighting.
So
So the second one didn't hit anyway, so.
okay, so that's 7 plus my attack. So it says attack plus 1, but then my dagger is plus 2.
So +2 and +1. 3.
Oh wait, no, look, no, backstab is plus 5. Okay, so I'm doing the ability backstab, which is plus 5.
Okay, well,
So-
yeah,
so-
I'm
so-
trusting you guys to read that stuff.
So sorry.
'Cause I'm still trying to figure out what 1F is.
Okay. Bonus.
At
it says-
this point, I'm assuming it's
it says bonus to attack.
One finger.
From- plus 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh no, I could use 2.
12 to hit.
That misses.
I'm going to use luck.
You'd have to burn 3.
No, because I'm going to use that
Oh,
specialty.
you got your D4, yeah.
my
your
my
luck.
D4.
Yep. Go ahead. So burn 1 and roll a D4.
So I got 3 on the D4
You
plus
hit him.
1. Okay, I hit him. And it's auto crit because
Auto crit
of the backstab.
So go ahead and roll it.
So I don't know what my crit because it says crit die 1d12, but it also says crit table 2.
Yes, the crit table is a thing in DCC. So let's see what the rogue crit table is, or the thief crit table is. So your crit die at level 2 is a D12. You're gonna roll on the crit table, which is on page. Where is it? Oh gosh. Maybe you use the.
Crit tables is 82.
Okay, I know the warrior has his own crit table. Maybe he's the only one.
82. Crit table 2. Yes, it's all thieves and elves. So
you rolled a 2 on it.
no, I haven't rolled anything yet.
Okay. Oh yeah, you crit table 2. Yeah, I see.
So
So you roll a D12 on that table. It goes up above 24, but you're only rolling a 12.
D12. 10.
Masterful Strike, inflict plus 2d6 damage.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
So
Kill the roach.
I'm doing 2d6 damage plus
Plus your regular
plus my
damage.
dagger, which is 1d4 plus 1.
So 2d6 plus 1d4 plus 1 plus your backstab, which is plus 5. 2d6 plus 1d4 plus 6.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's the dice. Plus 5.
Yeah, well, plus 6.
Plus 6.
So 11 plus 6 is 17.
Nice. Ooh.
You've killed it.
Yeah.
This thing had 20 hit points.
Whoa.
You took off 6. He took off
Yeah.
the last 14 and an extra.
Yeah,
3.
you just see Jack come out of the shadows and he just takes his dagger and gets the beetle right in between his what do you call that thing on a beetle? The
Carapace?
the carapace.
Carapace,
Yeah.
that works.
Yeah, and he just goes in there, it cracks it open, just like a lobster.
What's the color of this beetle?
Felix is gonna be like,
It's black. However, I am going to have Minxie and Jack both take 1 point of damage because it was spiny.
Ooh.
And anyone in melee, I was going to wait for its turn, but since you killed it, you'll just do it now. It spined you with its spines.
Okay.
Anyone in melee range takes a point of damage.
Felix is like, oh, I didn't get to do anything.
Sorry, Felix.
So
Jinxie's not complaining.
So this thing
Pip,
collapses and then starts to there's goo of various colors starts to leak out from underneath it.
Pip is like, I wouldn't mind a quick little rest. I'm already tired.
Wizards! Do one thing, need a nap.
oh come on.
Like, I'm gonna make dye out of you. Minxie says to the
Alright.
A
beetle.
weird. Oh, you're pointing at me. So I was like, it's a weird thing to say to an old man.
Pointing at the beetle.
Got it.
Do we see anything else on the beetle? Or is it just
Nope, just a big spiny beetle.
Alright. I'm feeling pretty confident after that, so let's just go in.
Yeah, I guess we have to.
Yeah.
It's that or we leave.
Take out the torch. And who has more hit points?
Minxie's got 10. Jinxie's got 7.
Man, thieves. I guess Jack's going first, but he's gonna sneak in.
And
Some limitations on it.
roll stealth or whatever it is.
Yes, stealth silently plus 6. 17 on the die plus 6.
23. You
23.
sneak in, no one knows you're there. You get a few yards into this hallway and the steam and darkness parts. Your eyes start to adjust to the dark. Do you have a light source? Probably not if you're sneaking.
No, just sneaking.
So you get to the end of this hallway. It's maybe 10 yards ahead of where you are, but the steam was so obscuring and the darkness is so dark compared to the daylight outside that you couldn't see it until you were in here, past the steam, your eyes adjusted. It opens up into a little room. And as soon as you put one toe into that room, you hear from somewhere ahead of you. As your eyes adjust, you see an ape-like man creature wearing a loincloth but covered in blood and wounds, stretched out on a torture rack.
Oh.
You still by yourself, or did we follow?
I give you the whistle, as in like the all clear whistle.
I guess he's not dead, so...
Not yet, anyway.
What? We didn't agree on that whistle.
You guys hear a random whistle that you've never heard before.
I told you. So
So you guys all
yeah,
show up.
Gideon walks in, yeah,
Okay.
and he sees the beast. Is this the same beast from his vision?
No, but it is the same type of beast.
He's on the torture rack. Gideon's gonna try to detect evil.
Has anyone gone farther than Jack went?
No, Gideon's right behind him.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all behind you at this point.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that spell check and your manifestation.
I did. No, I haven't
You
done.
did this earlier.
No, I haven't done detect evil yet.
That was a different spell. Okay.
That was a different spell.
A strange looking rock. I don't even know what that's for. It's like equipment.
Probably just a strange looking rock, honestly.
It's my rock pet.
Probably just a trinket you're carrying.
Oh, detect.
Yeah. So
Detect-
detect evil.
Uh,
Cantrip or a cleric spell. Excuse me. Getting late. All right.
so sorry. I see detect evil. I found
Okay,
it.
I gave the disclaimer at the beginning.
One
My
D3.
experience
It's on page 259.
You.
3. Evil creatures emit terrible, dark shadows in all directions, clouding their appearance with deep shrouds of darkness.
Okay.
And
So roll your spellcasting check. That's the manifestation.
spellcasting checks 13 on the die plus 3, 16.
Creatures of opposed alignment are automatically detected, as well as objects inherently dangerous in nature, such as traps and cursed weapons.
Nice.
Evil creatures do not receive a will save to remain undetected.
Wow.
So, opposed alignment. This game does not have an evil or good alignment. It has only law, neutral, and chaos.
Yeah.
So, people of opposed alignment, anybody in the party who is chaotic appears to Gideon in this time.
Yeah.
So does the ape man on the rack. However, it also says,
Gideon's lawful.
Yeah, lawful. Yeah.
Same for
Gideon's
both
lawful.
my characters.
okay, you're both lawful and
Neutral.
neutral. So
Well,
only,
what-
basically only Jack.
Yeah, Jack, yeah.
Creature of opposed alignment, as well as objects inherently dangerous in nature. The rack. The rack glows with like an intense darkness. It glows with darkness. And using that idea a lot tonight. But that's what happens. Above the rack, something has darkness swirling around it, and you see almost like a connection to the rack. But the darkness swirling around this thing is not touching it, it's just around it. The evil thing is the rack, but above the rack is a key hanging from the ceiling.
Okay. Is the key just hanging there?
It's just hanging on a little string. And you see one other creature nearby.
Oh,
Hold on a second. Yeah, nearby, off to your left, the guy on the rack is sort of right ahead of you. Off to your left, you see in the shadows, in the darkness, only because of your detect evil spell, you see a deeper darkness, a deeper shadow coming from over there. There's something else over there that is alive and it is evil.
I can't see it.
You can't see it with your natural eyes, but with your detect evil, you sense its presence.
All right. Well, I let everyone know that this thing is. I'm not quite sure about this beast, but I know what's holding him is some sort of evil to it. There's a key hanging from the ceiling, and there's something also evil creature over there, right?
Yeah.
Is it far enough away?
Far enough away for what?
I mean, how far away is the other thing?
Is it?
30 feet.
30 feet?
Is it looking at
Or
us?
are you telling us this, or are you
Can't see
just
it.
Well, I'm kind of whispering to you.
okay?
Yeah.
Felix is like, do you want me to shoot it?
Yeah, it's evil.
Okay, I magic missile it.
Yeah, magic missile.
I love magic missile in this
Yeah,
game.
okay.
Roll a manifestation.
I don't even know what's gonna happen yet. I know.
Neither do I. That's why I love it.
All right,
Magic missile.
there it is. 1d10 for manifestations. Ooh.
Ooh,
Ooh la la.
game's cool.
3. Force arrow.
That's all it says? Force arrow?
Yeah, that's all it says.
Okay. So you go like this to cast it.
Yes. I mean, so 1 is meteor, 2 is flaming arrow, 3 is force arrow, so on and so forth.
Okay.
Oh, 4 is screaming, clawing eagles.
There.
Son of a bitch.
God, I quit. I quit. Felix quits.
Roll your spellcast check.
13. 11 plus.
I don't have it open. What's that say?
That says the caster throws a single missile that does 1 point of damage. He must have line of sight to the target. The missile never misses, though it may be blocked by certain magic.
Okay, you do have line of sight. You can't actually see it, but you know exactly where it is.
That's why I chose magic missile instead
You're right.
of other things.
It's dark, but you aren't blocked. So
Yeah.
And never misses.
it deals 1 point of damage.
Yep. But now we know where he is.
Does it move?
Yeah, you hear it hit something and it goes "Arrgh!" from over in that corner.
Felix is like, it was just 1 point of damage, wimp.
Okay.
You're like, show yourself.
That's one thing you could say.
And it doesn't move from that location?
It hasn't yet, but that's because I don't know if it's this thing's turn or not. Roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
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 Well, old man Pippercino over here is not doing so hot tonight.
Yeah.
Jinxie is a 12, Minxie is 18.
What happens if you get a 0 for initiative? Does that mean you're just not in the battle?
No, you did 0. Jinxie is 12, Minxie is 18.
Yes.
Jack is 19.
Oh my gosh, I started writing way too high.
Yeah.
Jack is 19.
Jack is 19. Gideon is 9.
Felix 12.
Felix and Jinxie are 12. Who's going first?
Roll off, or
I don't care. You guys decide.
I have 0 for initiative bonus. What about you?
Also a 0 for Jinxie
Alright,
at 12.
Roll off.
Just roll
D20. Natural 20. Beat it.
Nope.
10. Half of that.
What was Gideon's?
9.
9. Okay,
9.
and what was Peppercino's?
0.
You really wrote a 0?
I rolled a 1 minus 1. No, Peppercino has spelled everything he's done tonight. Everything.
I love it. You've
I love
become
this
me,
character.
Matt. The tables have
No,
turned.
Felix is doing great. He's actually fucking awesome. Peppercino is already out of useful spells, and he's like, yeah. He's the
Okay,
old man.
Peppercino lost to everyone,
Yeah.
but only barely.
Yeah.
Man, you guys, I
Where-
feel like this is a throck in there.
Guys, I don't have really good vision at nighttime. Where are we looking? What's happening? Someone tell me what's going on.
Well, we have a torch somewhere. Somehow.
Peppercino starts attacking the wall. I found him. You have to rub it in, that 0, huh? The line through it.
I always put a line to my zeros to distinguish them from O's. I learned it as a kid. I don't know why I still do it.
No, it's a good thing.
You can always tell from context. Anyway,
Yep.
Jack's first.
Jackson,
Something mad is coming out of that darkness. That's all you know.
he's Well, Jackson. So I'm just making sure he doesn't have anything else here. He's gonna hide in. He's gonna hide in the shadow.
Where? Let me describe the area. You are in a tunnel. Jack, so far, is the one who's moved the furthest by virtue of having put one toe into the room.
Mhm.
Are you going into the room to find a shadow, or are you going back into the tunnel?
I mean, because he wants to set up. He wants to set up a sneak attack on this guy. I guess inside the room, are there any shadows?
Lots of them.
Yeah, he's gonna go inside and find a shadow to hide.
Jack, as soon as you run into the room, you hear the ape man on the rack start yelling again. And every time you put a foot down to move closer to him, he gets louder. Roll me an intelligence check to see if you notice what's happening.
Stop. You're torturing them, poor beast.
Intelligence for Jack.
Is the other guy possibly also on a rack? We just can't see him.
Maybe.
Can't see him, so how could I answer that?
Well, I was
Magic
hoping to-
missile the tortured ape man.
It's 5 on that intelligence check.
You don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
He's
Better
just,
safe
he's
than
just a
sorry.
loud ape man on a rack yelling.
Yeah, he doesn't
I
know.
agree. Quite thoroughly.
Actually, the key's still hanging there, right?
The key's above his rack, yeah.
How high up?
It is, so he's about 4 feet off the ground. It's another 10 feet above that.
Can Jack do like a little maneuver where he like jumps off the wall and grabs the key?
No, he's in the center of the room, so you couldn't reach the key by jumping off the wall.
Can
I have a staff.
I have climb sheer surfaces.
Well, how does
Right, but the wall's way over there. The key's in the middle of the room.
wait, real quick. How is the holding actions thing work?
I haven't looked that up.
Only
I'll
because
say you can do it.
Felix is like, I think I can help you get up there if you need to.
I have a staff. You want my staff? It's only 3 feet long.
How high is the jump?
This is all in the middle of Jack's run. I don't think you guys have time to-
Alright.
How high is the jump?
Like, so he's on a 4 foot high table, and above that 10 feet.
Can I jump off the table?
You could potentially jump off the table. I'd make you do a check to see if you get there. Probably a strength check.
Yeah, because strength. I mean, I do have +1 to my strength.
Yeah, I'd call it a DC 12 to get that key by jumping off the table.
What if I use my sling to hit the key?
What if?
How hard would that be for Jack?
So an attack roll, because it's so small, I'd give the key an AC of 20.
Really?
Unless you were really, really close to it.
All right, Jack's gonna try to jump and get the key.
I do.
Oh. Well, that wasn't in the tray. Inside. 18 plus 1, 19
19 to jump.
to jump.
Okay. You successfully make the jump. I'm gonna need you to. Oh, hold on a second. Okay. I'm gonna need you to roll 1d20.
16.
All right. Every step that you take towards this man, this ape man on the rack, he screams louder and louder. And only when you are right next to it, about to step onto it, do you realize what's happening. You failed your check to notice it before it was too late. Now that you are here about to set a foot on it so you can leap off, you realize every time you step closer to this rack, it tightens.
Oh.
You're killing this man.
Dang.
or whatever he is. When you jump, he has 2 hit points left. You get the key, you come down. He
Okay.
is mostly dead.
Can I free him?
Yes, but not on this turn.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. That's it for Jack.
Okay. That's it for Jack. Minxie.
Do I see anything?
Nothing but what I've already described.
You said there's a tunnel and it's a door.
The tunnel is what you came in through.
Okay. Is there a doorway that I could sort of like crouch behind and peer behind?
You haven't been, I'll say you haven't been in line of sight of whatever this thing in the shadows is yet, so you could press up against the wall in the tunnel that you're in.
By the way, do you relay to us that not to enter the room?
We'll assume that'll happen
Okay.
before,
Yeah.
before actions took place. Because you shot a magic missile at the darkness. He must have told you.
Yeah, and I don't know if this darkness is
You literally attacked the darkness.
Seeing that Minxie has infravision, but she still can't see much, right? She's going to just get herself ready against the side of the door.
Oh, I forgot about infravision. You can see something. In that darkness, you can see that there is a warm body, and it is enormous. Huge.
Can it fit through the door?
Yeah, the door you came in through, yeah. If it were to duck.
How close is it to the party?
30 feet.
Okay. I don't want to get closer to it. Can I hold my action so that when it passes, then I do attack?
Yes.
Okay, Minxie's holding her actions, and then once it comes closer, she will attack with one of her short swords.
Felix,
Yes.
your turn.
Felix is going to be like, "Are we still killing that thing?" And he's going to cast Choking Cloud
Nice.
on it.
Choking cloud.
Yeah.
Roll me a manifestation.
D8. 7. A thick, oily fog envelops the creature.
Nice. Thick, oily fog in a room full of shadows and steam.
This is great, yeah.
This is going to be the
Perfect.
most gaseous combat of all time.
It's very smelly.
Archonia, okay?
Except for that one where you guys were literally fighting a gas.
All right, come on, give me something good. 19 on the dice.
What you got?
So that's 21. Which a single acidic poisonous cloud appears within a radius of 20 feet centered on the target of the caster's choosing, the guy, for 2d4 plus 4 rounds. Roll that now.
I'm sorry, what was your roll for this?
21.
That's
Wow.
really good. That's the best spellcast roll tonight.
Yeah, it was the 19 on the dice. Not very good on the rounds. So it's 3 plus 4, so 7 rounds.
That's
like the battle.
That's all of most combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for 7 rounds, targets in the cloud suffer -2 penalty to all rolls. Attacks, damage, skills, saves. Takes 2 points of damage each round and must make a fort save when first exposed or be poisoned.
Okay.
The caster can direct the cloud by concentrating it, and it moves up to 50 feet per... by concentrating, and it moves 50 feet per round.
Wow. Wow. Well done, Felix.
It has a plus 14 to its fortitude save, so it passes.
Plus 14?
Sorry.
Dang. So it's not poisoned.
It is big.
Did you took away your -2 penalty saves?
Actually, no. So that the total actually is 17 with the -2.
Did you also take away...
Just a random number for no reason? No, I didn't.
How much do I need to make him fail? I'm just kidding. It's not worth it. Cool. Well, that was fun. Felix is like, yeah,
Yeah, he's got -2 on everything.
Pippuccino, I did it.
Good work. Jinxie.
Jinxie's taking her crossbow and she is going to shoot, sir.
Please take a step down in the die because you're shooting into the darkness.
Ooh, our first step.
Jinxie also has infravision, though. She's a halfling.
I forgot. Never mind.
No, give us a step. We haven't had steps yet.
That is a 17 plus.
It's a good thing
Missile
someone.
attack, 19 to hit.
It's a good thing someone get it that
Right.
color.
So damage is 1d6. That's 6 points of damage, sir.
6.
Yes.
You are rolling better in this game.
Yeah.
I am.
This seals it, guys. Next campaign is DCC. You
Yeah.
And then watch
You
I
can
roll
all roll
ones.
ones for 20 sessions and watch Yuri win everything. All right. Good on you. You hurt him for max damage. Gideon.
So, Jack relayed that stepping into his room hurts the guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
so-
mean, it's up to you. You're both of those characters.
yeah. Jack definitely relays that this is killing the beast the closer you get to him. But he did get the key,
Yeah.
so
We're here to save the damsel in distress. Or the guy in distress.
because if Gideon steps in that room, this guy's gonna die.
But you can stand at the end of the hallway.
Yeah. This is gonna be interesting. I got two things I want to try, but first thing, can I use Divine Aid to use Jack's key to
What does Divine Aid do? Really?
So Divine Aid, it's pretty interesting for clerics. As a devoted worshiper, the cleric is entitled to beseech their deity for divine aid. Benefited followers are already rewarded with spells and abilities to turn the unholy, so it must be recognized that requesting direct intervention is an extraordinary act. The act Divine Aid, the cleric makes a spell check at the same modifier that would apply where they're casting a spell.
Okay.
This extraordinary act imparts a cumulative plus 10 penalty to future disposable range. This is on page 31, by the way.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Based on the result, the judge will describe the result. Simple request, light a candle, or DC 10. Extraordinary request, summon or control a living column of fire, DC 18. So I'm asking, how simple would it be just to use his key from far away to unlock the contraption? With
So
Divine
you'd
Aid?
have to unlock 4 locks, the hands and the feet. So I'm going to call that,
With Divine Aid.
if just lighting a candle is DC 10, DC 13. To unlock 4 locks with a key quickly. In the space of 1 turn. And remember, it's going to apply a just using it applies a cumulative plus 10 penalty to your disapproval range. So you're already at 2. That'll make your disapproval range 12 just by using that.
Oh, shit. That's a little bit harder.
Yeah.
I didn't consider that.
That's really interesting, though.
That's really interesting.
What happens when your god disapproves of you, cleric?
This spell makes atonement. There's a whole atonement thing.
Because I could also lay on hands on him. But lay on hands is ultra interesting in this game because if the guy is the opposite alignment to me, then I can't heal him as good as if he was the same alignment. So, dang it. What if can I turn undead the contraption?
No, it's not an undead.
but it says. Okay,
trick?
let's read it real quick.
Go ahead.
Turn unholy. A cleric wills his to turn away abominations. At any time, the cleric may utilize the spell to check unholy creatures. An unholy creature being specific declare unholy. Typically, include demons, devils. More information as well.
No, because this is not a creature. It's a magical machine.
It's a magical machine.
An evil magical machine. You have any purification spells?
Purification. Yeah, I have
Do you have anything that can
darkness.
just attack the creature in the shadows?
I can, but I want to save this beast also.
Very clericy of you.
Sight. Heal condition. Disease, blindness.
He's not dying if you get him out of the trap, right?
Yeah, it's just Jack can get him out next turn, so maybe I can just wait.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting just gonna say don't enter the room yet. Let Jack free the beast, and from far away, Gideon's gonna use his sling on the creature from far away. Although I could use command.
Misery's very observant. But no, we got to get back to our real campaign.
Second sight. Okay, I'm just gonna use my sling from far away to attack.
All right.
2. That's a miss. I rolled 5.
Cool. So you see, as you roll that 5, you whip your sling at this creature. And you see an arm
I just
the
realized.
size of both of your legs come out of the shadow, grab that rock, and then this enormous chimpanzee-looking head comes out and just eats the rock.
Okay. All right.
And now it's his turn. He's going to rush forward towards Jack.
Okay.
Would
You held an action, right?
Yeah, but the creature never came near the door, right?
Well, it's his turn now.
Okay.
So he's not coming to the door, though. He's going to Jack.
he took 2 damage, right? For this turn?
The creature?
Yeah.
He didn't take any damage.
Because of his
He's taken
cloud.
3 damage total from Felix.
The cloud.
Well, the
cloud and the magic missile.
The cloud, yeah, nobody's actual attacks got him. I guess
Yeah.
the spells did.
And -2 to everything.
Everything.
No, he's taking some damage actually. But yeah, he's coming in for Felix. I mean, for Jack, and he's going to try to slam him. That's 20 to hit.
-2.
Yeah, 18 to hit. How's that go for you?
What? Two attacks?
No, it's just one.
Okay. Yeah, it hits.
That's 2d8 plus 10. That's 15, 25 damage.
Holy shit.
25.
You're dead? Are you dead? I would be dead.
Jack, take 25 damage.
Well, if it's 25, then my max is 15. So I was at 14.
Bye, Jack.
Instant kill?
Are you sure this is not the funnel?
Bizarrely enough, I don't remember the death thing. Let's see.
I think we have a couple rounds to like stabilize you, right?
Yeah. Okay, so if level 1 plus, you
that's not
can be
good.
healed in 1 round. You have 1 round to be healed. If Gideon can get to Jack and heal him,
There's no instant death,
there's no instant death.
but I only have 1 round.
You're bleeding out. You have 1 round.
That's it? No, I don't roll for anything?
Nope.
Wow. All right.
If anyone wants to double check me by reading the actual book, I'm just looking at the cheat sheet and it's very shorthanded. So check that out. But my interpretation here is yes, you have 1 round and you're bleeding out. If Gideon can heal you in that 1 round, then you'll be okay. But you'll even if you do come back, you'll lose permanently 1 point of stamina and get a scar. So yeah, this thing comes out, and what you guys see is a creature that looks superficially similar to the ape man on the rack, but huge, as wide as he is tall, and just incredibly muscled. He slams into Jack with 1 fist like it's nothing. You guys seen The Princess Bride? You know, like when Inigo's trying to break down that door with his whole body and he's bouncing right off, and then Fezzik's just like, boom. That's how this thing hits Jack. It's just like, boom, nothing. And that's its turn, though. Pippercino, you're up. Jack's
Pippuccino,
body lands in front of you.
Pippuccino is gonna look around and be like, I think I see him, and he's gonna start attacking the wall right next to us,
You old son of a bitch.
blinking from. yeah. Hey, he's just gonna attack the wall. I don't even know what I'm rolling. 10 plus whatever. 1. 11. 11 to attack a wall.
You break a stone
Great.
out of the wall.
There's stone. It's stone walls.
This part that you hit happens to be stone in.
Wow. Okay.
Jack, you're dying.
I think I'm helping.
Okay. So since it's one round, I'll say if we get back to the Barguro's turn, then you will die. Minxie.
Minxie sees what happened to Jack and goes, ain't no way I'm going in that room.
Okay.
And she's just gonna be like shaking in her boots.
Felix is like, what if I make you bigger?
Can you do that?
Can.
As big as that creature?
If you hold your action until after that,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Jack was our big heavy hitter, right?
Yeah.
Or no, the thief is, right? With the.
Yeah, Jack is the thief.
Oh,
Yeah, he was down.
I forget which one. You all look alike.
None of you guys built a warrior.
Well,
I meant to.
Well,
It's not how I roll.
if Gideon can heal Jack
On his turn.
on his turn,
Well, right now we're on Minxie's turn. So are you holding it?
You were holding. Yes.
Then Felix.
Oh. All right. Well, let's do enlarge. Would you like to be bigger? At least once in your life, right? All right. 1d4 for the manifestation. 2. Target disappears, then reappears at a greater size.
nice.
You're teleporting on past it?
No, I'm enlarging him.
Okay.
I'm enlarging Minxie.
Target disappears?
That's the manifestation. So there's
Oh, it reappears at another side. Gotcha.
it appears in a. appears
I was reading.
You know, on second thought, couldn't you make that creature smaller so we could squish him?
Oh, you have 2 rounds.
Can you
I have two?
reduce size?
Yeah, it's on page
93?
yeah, 93.
I mean, I'll go with the enlargement.
I could. Because it says the caster can learn the reverse of the spell, reduce. Can learn it. I don't know if that means I do know it. I don't think I do know it.
Okay, enlarge me, baby.
So your level is the number of rounds you
I don't
have.
even see it.
If you're level 0, you're dead immediately. If you're level 1, you have 1 round. If you are level 2, you have 2 rounds.
All right. Anyway.
Oh, Misery already told us, but we checked the book.
Hookify me.
18 to 19. So the target increases by 50%, conferring a +2 attack bonus, damage, and AC due to greater size and strength. So you get +2 to all of those.
That's outstanding. So you just disappear and come back 50% bigger.
Wait, so
50%
I'm
bigger.
only 6 feet tall?
I tried my best, okay?
No, 50% of your normal size. So you're still smaller than most humans.
So I'm only 5 feet tall?
Yeah.
But you're +2 stronger.
Yeah, it still buffs your stats.
You know, I'll take it. Minxie at
Aw,
this point
man.
goes, whoa, I never felt so hulked.
Wait. Can I spend a luck point to just to go up? I need 1 more point to go up to the next size.
Go
yeah,
for it.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I'll permanently lose a luck point for this.
If
This is
there's
important.
one thing I will never stick to in these games, it's rules about do you do it before or after the dice roll and stuff like that. Fuck all that.
Yeah.
No, we do it when you think of it.
Yeah, the target doubles in size. A normal man becomes ogre sized, receiving a +4 bonus to all of those things: attacks, damage, and AC, and strength. In addition, the target receives +10 HP from the new size.
Wow.
These hit points are lost first when the target is wounded. The
Wow.
damage suffered while giant size transfers to the point. So yeah, it's just like having
A
a.
giant halfling.
You said
Yeah.
+4 to a normal man, though. I'm a halfling. Does that still count?
Oh, that was just an example.
Oh,
of
okay.
A normal man becomes ogre sized. I think. I mean, I don't know how you want to read that. Damage suffered while giant size transfers. Okay, it's just 8. Yeah, so you just lose those 10 hit points first, and then everything you take still continues to drain your
And I
HP.
have +4 to everything.
+4 to everything.
Oh, right.
To attacks, damage, AC, and strength.
Okay, at this point, Minxie goes,
And Felix goes, Good luck.
And I jump and I try to stab both of my short swords into the chimp.
Roll it.
All right.
Big man versus big chimp now.
Oh wait, that's 2d16s. Well, the first one I think hits. It's a 13.
Wait,
Plus
you roll
4.
2d16s?
Well, if it's a d20, you do anything. You ignore anything above a 16.
Oh.
So I rolled a 13.
Okay.
The second one's not going to hit. But the 13 plus 4 is a 17. Plus my other plus 3 is
It's a hit.
it's a hit. Okay, great. Do I also add my damage to that? Plus 4 to damage?
Yeah, it's just a +4 to your damage on top of all your damage.
Great. So that is a 1d6.
Best.
That is a 3 plus my damage is a 6. 6 points of damage.
6 total? Mm-hmm. Cool.
Most of that came from the +4?
Anyway, he's been stabbed
All right.
in the way that I was once
Felix
stabbed when I
like-
stepped on a pencil.
Yeah, Felix is like, woo, good job.
Woo, thanks, Felix.
All right, that's Felix and Minxie's turn. Jinxie.
Jinxie is going to take her crossbow and shoot once more.
Good.
It means he smash.
Shoot, that was going to be a 15 and it got cocked to 5. It did not. It didn't hit.
No.
No.
Gideon. Fortunately for Gideon, Jack was knocked directly back into the tunnel, so you don't even have to move to touch him.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do lay on hands.
Okay.
But I've been reading lay on hands this whole time to try to figure out exactly how it works. It's on page 30.
Please let manifestation become tickle. You tickle.
It's not even a spell, is it? It's just an ability.
Yeah, it's just an ability that I have.
That's a cool spell, by the way.
It just says
Tickle healing.
make a spell check. May lay on hands to heal damage of any
Oh, they
living
are.
creature.
That too.
The cleric must physically touch. Yeah. Spell check is 1d20 plus my personality plus my caster level.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so it's going to be 2 plus my personality.
Yep.
So 3, so plus 3.
2 plus 3 plus caster level. Is your personality modifier 3?
No, my personality is 1 and my
Oh,
cast
so
my,
yeah,
my
1d20 plus 3.
1d20 plus 3. Come on.
Do your large.
No, nice. Got
Oh, yeah,
19 on the die, so 20, 21, 22.
Okay.
That's the max I can get. But now the problem is that he's not the same alignment as me. Because it's based on alignment.
Yeah, so the
So-
number of dice.
So he's opposed alignment, right?
Yeah.
So he only gets 3 dice, which is his hit dice, right?
Number of dice healed cannot exceed the target's hit dice or class level. So it's 2, because he can't exceed his class level.
So he gets 2 hit dice. What's
The
the hit
cleric's
dice?
alignment further. Wait, I just scrolled too far and lost it. I hate zooming in and then losing what I was reading.
For example, cleric healing a first level character cannot heal more than his hit die.
Okay, if the cleric and the subject differ in alignment by 1 step, but we are looking
I like
at
large
2
funnels.
steps. If the
That's a
cleric
fun
and
spell.
subject are opposed alignment, or if rival gods, they count as opposed on the table below. So opposed,
Yeah, he gets it's 3
yeah,
dice.
3 dice, but it can't exceed 2, so it's 2 anyway.
So,
Your hit dice,
and what's the hit dice for thief?
check that.
I'm on the thief thing right now, but I'm not seeing.
Hold on, I'll find it.
So I see luck, action, attack level,
Misery.
fort will.
Thief hit dice.
Outside chance he finds it before we do, because he's on a
Luck.
delay. What happened though?
Yeah, where's the hit dice?
Steve printed me out a
Your
wizard sheet.
class
Did
hit
you get
dice
one?
is- Yeah, do you have like a thief sheet?
This one?
Oh, here
I
it
gave
is.
that to you.
A thief gains 1d6 hit points at each level.
So it's roll 2d6 and that's what you regain.
Okay, so
Not to exceed your max.
What the? Oh. Oh my. So 5, 6, 7. So he gets 7 hit points back.
You're awake. That was
He
Gideon's
lives.
turn, and now it's this creature's turn again.
Oh, wonderful.
He is going to bring up a hand and kill the beast on the rack. And then turn towards the tunnel and
There
make
goes
it all
Throck.
up. Oh, that wasn't Throck.
I know.
Throck would never be in such a situation. I don't know if you've met Throck.
Not personally.
Misery's telling us to get fucked.
Look for yourself.
Read your own book.
All right.
Damn it, Misery,
So, Pip-
rely on you.
I mean,
It's okay.
Pip.
Yeah, Pippercino.
That wall's going fucking down. 16, 17 to hit the wall.
The wall, okay.
I
don't
know.
do anything.
It's nothing to do. He's completely useless.
He has no spells that can do anything?
No, I have Featherfall, Read Magic, and my Patron Bond, which if I did that is fucking Snake Trick, which will turn someone's weapon into a snake.
Turn his arms into a snake.
No. Jack, you're up.
Literally useless.
Okay.
You could attack, just regular attack.
1d4 damage on a staff.
It's better than 0.
Fine. Can I use that roll then?
Yeah, what did
16?
you roll? 16? Yeah, plus what? That's the total?
That's it.
You missed. Go ahead, Jack.
Great, now he's in danger. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. He was in danger already.
I can't hide and then attack.
No, you have to hide this turn and attack the next turn.
Okay. All right. He's just.
I got him, guys.
Well, actually, Jack's pretty low on HP.
Maybe he should hide.
Yeah. Jack's gonna hide this turn.
Okay. Roll that sneak.
Want me to enlarge you too?
Yeah. So sneak stealthily, or I could do hide in shadows, but sneak stealthily is better because it's +6.
Oh, did he take his 2 damage from the cloud?
Does he take it every turn? I thought he just had.
Nope, every turn.
Yeah, he did not take it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Jack's gonna use this turn to sneak stealthily. Nice. So 12 plus 6. That's. Sorry, math.
18?
But you said he moved to the hole, right? So
He moved out of the cloud, but I'll still give
Next-
it 2. Yeah.
Well, he started in the cloud, so he still takes it. But next turn, I'll have to move the cloud to stay on him.
Okay.
This is versus enemy listening.
I'm sorry, what are you rolling? I was talking to Matt.
I was sneak stealthily.
Oh,
So-
he's not listening for you.
Okay. So he's hiding.
Yeah, okay.
He hides this turn.
Cool. That was Jack. Minxie, you're
So-
still big.
Go big, Minxie.
Yeah, Minxie's still big. She's going to roll both of. I mean, she's going to go. I shouldn't put one after the other because that was an 18 and then that was a 1.
Why do I keep missing the coolest manifestation?
Minxie fumbles. She rolled
Oh.
a 1 on one of her attacks.
Oh, we
no! But if it's two-handed, you could only do You have to fumble if you roll twice. So nope.
Okay.
I miss.
Good.
Okay, you missed. Felix.
So the next enlarge, manifestation, hundreds of tiny workmen appear and chop your body apart and reassemble it in greater
That's
volume.
so sick.
Why do I keep that
That
would have
sounds
been
painful.
that would have been so great.
Okay,
though.
you know what?
I want that to happen though.
I'm gonna house rule this for the next time we play DCC.
Yeah.
That you're gonna roll manifestations every time you cast a spell.
Nice.
Okay, that's cool. I actually like that. That's
Yeah.
fun.
Because there's a lot of fun stuff on those tables.
He's actually gonna back up down the tunnel a little bit, but he's gonna use his turn to concentrate the cloud back onto
Okay.
the borrowed guru.
No
The
problem.
borrowed guru.
Okay,
Jinxies?
Jinxie.
Okay, she is going to take her crossbow and shoot. That is a 9. That I don't think that hits.
No?
No. A
No.
9 plus 1. Don't no.
No, you're correct.
You're correct.
I was hoping I would be wrong.
Gideon.
Maybe it hits.
All
Maybe I
right.
get his toenail.
Healing the unbeliever.
Wait, 2 attacks and you didn't get him?
It's probably lawful by now.
Okay. Gideon's gonna turn unholy on this evil creature.
Okay.
So yeah, turn unholy. The creature typically included undead, demons, devils, or anything against your alignment. I have to go to page 96. So we have this table here for turn undead.
Unholy.
Yes, so I turn unholy. It's unholy.
Yeah, it's not undead.
Yeah.
But it is
And
unholy.
I have to do the roll plus my personality and luck modifier,
Go for it.
which is +2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you have 2 hit dice, so you'll be reading that column of the table.
2 hit dice?
Yeah, it's your hit dice, not the target's, right? Or it's the target's hit dice?
It's roll d20 at the cleric's personality. Compare the result to the table. I'm just rolling on this
I think
table.
it's the target's hit dice.
I'm just rolling on this table right now.
Right, look at the columns of the table. 1 HD, 2 HD, 3
Oh, I see.
I think it's the target's hit dice.
Well, let's see.
The target had, I forgot, it was 4.
I got 20.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Okay.
So 20 plus 2, that's 22. That's literally
Turn
the highest I can do.
Okay, and it was a 4 hit die creature, but 22 turns 1 4 hit die creature.
Yep.
So you've turned it.
What does turn mean?
It means it's going. Turn monsters usually receive a will save to resist being turned. I'll roll that.
T1 means one creature is turned.
He's failed it.
Do you control this creature?
The save made against the cleric's turn check. At sufficiently high results, cleric may turn groups. A fail.
A turned creature moves away from the cleric at maximum speed and cowers
Yeah.
if unable to retreat.
So basically, you've scared the shit out
A
of him.
turned creature continues to flee for 3d10 minutes.
Yeah, he's gonna run away from you.
Yeah.
No, but it's not his turn yet. Oh, it is his turn now.
Yeah.
2 damage.
He's
Yeah. And he's,
taking 2 damage from the cloud. Thank you.
That cloud's going to chase him the whole time he runs away.
That was awesome. He's running away. You see him disappear into the far end of the room where you can't see. Too dark.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh wait, how long do I stay enlarged? Minxie is loving this.
As long as I keep you enlarged.
And Jinxie's like, me too, sir, me too.
You want to be enlarged too? But we're not. Are we not done?
that was a 5/6 hit die creature.
4.
Look, well,
Oh.
because
You rolled a 22.
yeah, because 3 to 4 is sorry, yeah, you're right.
Sorry, duration's 1 turn per caster level, so
2 turns.
2 turns.
Yeah.
2 turns for what?
Enlarge.
Oh,
So I'm no longer enlarged, basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's Pippercino's turn.
Oh, we're still in initiative?
Yeah. It's running away.
Oh, it's running away. Hit him.
Pippercino's gonna put a staff down, scared him off. and walk back to the tunnel.
I like how you just giving the fuck up on Pippercino.
This is it. Jack, Amir's, if it's going to be Jack's turn, Jack's going to be able to hit him because he's running away.
Go for it.
Can I get advantage?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. So,
Is it advantage or bigger dice? How does that work on this?
There. This is
I
something
don't
called advantage.
I don't think we do advantage in this game, do we?
It's not. I think there's something called advantage.
you might give me a bigger dice because.
No,
the
yeah.
dice
Just take a bigger dice. Step up
All right,
from
so
D20 to D24.
D20, D24 plus 5, my dagger. So this is going to be +7 because of the backstab.
And a D24. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
Is that
enlarged.
15?
I should have enlarged
You
you.
rolled an 8.
So 15 plus 5, 6, 7 plus 7,
22.
2.
22 to hit.
It's a hit for sure.
So that auto crits,
Yep.
and
Auto crits.
so I do the thief crit table again,
Dang.
which was
D12 on the crit table, right?
yeah, D12 on the crit table, which was on page Sorry, I think it was like 90 something.
Yeah, critical hits, page 90, no, 83.
83. So, yeah, for thieves. So I roll a. What am I rolling on this?
Roll a d12.
D12. D12. One. Strike. Misses critical organs.
Plus 2d3 damage.
Plus 2. Okay. 2d3 damage. So. 1. That's 2. 4.
Okay.
And plus the damage, which is going to be. That was a 2. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I got plus 1. So 7 damage.
Okay. Well, it's some damage.
Yeah, it's some damage. Dang, I got.
He's still alive.
It's the damage.
All right, Mixie.
Minxie, I don't think she could run as fast as this guy could run.
Can you throw something?
I guess she could throw one of her swords at him, and which she will do.
Okay.
She can always pick it up later. Thrown. That does not hit.
No, that was a terrible idea.
Terrible idea.
So he's starting in the cloud already, so I don't need to move it this turn. So I'm going to go ahead and just do another magic missile.
Magic missile.
Or should I enlarge somebody?
I couldn't care less. You can enlarge him for all I care. What if he did? That'd be a twist.
Well, so there's a version of enlarge that it says I learn, which is reduce, and I could shrink them. But
Not yet.
nah.
In with missiles.
Yeah, magic missile.
In D&D, it's the same spell. It's called Enlarge Reduce, and you choose.
Oh no. Failed and lost magic missiles.
Damn, that was a
Dang
great
it.
spell, and you lost it.
At least it's still useful. Still got
Alright.
a bunch of missiles.
Jinxie's next. She's going to shoot her crossbow at him.
What's his run speed? Like how far do I have to move the cloud?
16
Fast.
plus 2, 18 to hit.
Hit.
Yes. And crossbow is 1d6.
When you were attacking before, did you add +4 to your attacks as well?
I wouldn't have hit.
Still didn't hit.
Only 1 point of damage.
Oh,
Only one?
bummer. There's
Yeah.
those Yuri rolls. Gideon.
All right, Gideon's gonna attack this guy from behind. Do I get the advantage?
He has moved 40 feet from you. Why would Gideon get advantage?
Well,
Isn't that a thief thing to get advantage if he's running away?
Well, if he's. Well, I'm just saying he's running away, so he's like, you know.
Roll luck, beat 11, you get advantage.
Roll luck be 11. Do I roll d20?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, so no
just
advantage.
regular attack.
Okay, so Gideon's gonna run up and try to hit him in the back with his mace.
You're the one he's afraid. Oh, you know what? Fuck what I said. You're the one he's running from. You're the one he's afraid of. You turned him. Gideon turned him, so you do get advantage.
Okay.
I'm giving you that.
So I'll go up to 24. The 24 dice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so. Oh.
Still a terrible roll.
It was 6 plus 3, 7, 8, 9.
No.
No, okay. All
It's
right,
his turn. He moves 40 feet away again. You guys lose him.
okay. That's fine.
And at this time, the tower itself shakes and cracks, and someone comes coughing out of the darkness on the other side of the room where you guys haven't looked, off to your right. And he says, "Who has attacked my earth?" He comes out. "Who has harmed my Baragura?"
Not it.
You see in pink and black robes, burned, scarred, an old, bald man. "Who disturbs the chamber of Necron?"
Jack hides.
Roll sneak.
Felix subtly moves the cloud onto the guy.
He does this, and the cloud dissipates.
Well, then I do this, and it's back.
You can't do that.
My two
Next time I can.
halflings also want to roll a stealth check.
Go for it.
I got 12.
Okay.
Um,
There's
one
that
rolls at
roll.
13, and then Minxie fails. She fumbles at a 1.
Okay.
I guess we're not stealth.
Jinxie's hidden. Jack's hidden. Minxie's not.
Cappuccino's like, hello.
A magician. I see.
I've been known to dabble.
Have you come to pay homage to Archonia?
If you tell me who that is, maybe I might be in the market for a new patron. Actually,
Gideon can discern that this guy is chaotic, right?
Absolutely. You don't even have to look at him for a second.
Akunra.
Dang.
Felix is like backing out the hallway too, but
I know who this guy
Is
is.
this
Oh,
power
no.
your creation?
I built this place to study and to watch for his return. The time is now.
Gideon's holding up his holy symbol. What time?
Time.
I'm not with that guy.
The time when he returns to the truth that he was born to. The time in which Archonia is one of us again. It is now. And you shall be food for his creatures.
I cast unholy on him.
Turn unholy?
Yeah, turn unholy. Yeah.
Okay, roll it.
Yes.
And he gets a will save.
Can I try to? Can Felix try to cast sleep?
Yeah, after this, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't even done sleep yet.
I got 16 on the die plus 1, 2, so 17, 18.
You matched him. He got 18 as well. So he's going to take a step back from you, Gideon, and go, "Oh, you vile creature! I summon his beings!" And you're casting sleep. Go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
I'm like holding him back.
We manifest.
The power of coal compels you. The power of skull compels you.
He's never heard skull.
Swan's wings, which rise from the earth to enfold the target.
Oh, swan's wings. Okay.
Nice.
17 on the dice, so 19 total.
Successful. Okay.
Up to 3 targets within range must save or fall asleep for 1d4 hours. Targets can be awakened like normal.
He saved.
At this moment, can Jack come in for a backstab?
But the swan's wings are like they're like angel wings from his thing.
Jack can try to come in for backstab.
Yeah.
You roll a sneak before, roll another one to see if you can get around and backstab him.
Another sneak?
Yeah, because you hid from him successfully, but now you're trying to move.
Okay. Let's see. Sneak plus 6, so that's 17.
18 on this die right here.
I'll use a luck.
Okay.
I'm gonna burn a luck with this. Oh, in the tray, please. So 2, so 3 plus 3.
You get behind him. You are ready to backstab him.
And so now I have to make the attack.
And I want to be clear. He has already slammed his staff on the ground twice
Yeah.
while talking about Akunra's creatures.
So now I have to make the attack.
Yes.
The actual attack roll.
So I was trying to put him to sleep.
Oh, yeah. I need my own tower. Oh, it was like an 11, then went to 4. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Doesn't hit. You catch your knife in his thick priestly robes, and he feels it and turns and just does this and yanks your knife out of your hand just by yanking his robe away.
Pip continues. I may be of some service to you, I feel like. I feel like we are men cut from the same cloth.
Do you strive to see the world enveloped by the fire of chaos?
I strive to see the world longer than after today.
Too bad. He turns away, walks right past Jack as a creature with silver scales, the same color as the walls outside were,
Yeah.
breaks up from under the floor by the opposite hallway from where you came in. You realize this is a platinum dragon. I said silver, but it said color, right? It's a platinum dragon comes up out of the ground. It's a baby, right? It's young. It's the size of an elephant. It comes out and it goes and blasts a gas cloud through the whole room where you guys are standing. Everyone, please roll a fortitude save.
Even down the hallway where Felix is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Man, I got zeros on both. Natural 20 and a 17.
Which character? Oh, which character is the 20?
It's Felix, and then Peppercino 17.
Okay.
And it's 0 for both of their bonuses, so it's literally just 20 and 17.
Jinxie rolled
It makes sense that Felix, he's at least in the tunnel at
a
the moment.
7, and Minxie rolled a 6.
Jack got 19. Gideon got 21.
Everyone with 19 or higher saves. Everyone else immediately falls asleep.
Oh.
Those of you who are awake have 1 round with which to flee this room.
Well, Felix is already in the tunnel on the way out, so I think
Who's down?
he's gone.
Everyone 19 or higher is up. Everyone else is down.
Is anyone down?
Pippuccino's-
The halflings are.
The halflings are down. Pippuccino's
Okay.
down.
Jack picks up 1. Gideon picks up 1.
You guys both got 19 and up?
Yep.
Give me a strength check. For
For
each of you.
halflings?
We're only 3 feet.
Fair enough. You can pick up the halflings.
Yeah.
Pippuccino, no.
Yeah, no, Pippuccino's.
Pippuccino's. So, all right. 3 of you make it outside conscious. 2 more unconscious. Pippuccino remains inside.
You didn't pick up Pippuccino?
Felix is, no, he was in the hallway. And Felix can't pick up Pippuccino. He's
It's
like
a full
negative
man.
1 strength.
All right.
You start to flee, and you see the
Oh, wait.
what?
Wait.
Just positioning wise, he couldn't anyway.
What?
Gideon can't let someone die like that. So
So you're gonna toss the halfling to
no,
Felix?
no, he's gonna get out, and Gideon's gonna use divine aid to try to save the last person.
Okay, now we're
Pippuccino.
talking. Roll that.
Divine
All
aid.
that beautiful bean footage.
I love that.
Divine aid. It's like, Skull, please don't let this evil win. Oh, no!
Call disapprove.
Pip is not having a good day. Let's just say that.
Oh, okay. This is the first time disapproval.
So your disapproval strikes, but the manner of it is as you raise your
I-
staff and start.
Wait, is
me-
one even worse?
Well, because I got that. Well, so he automatically disapproves of me.
Okay, sorry.
So as you go to raise your staff and summon Skull to aid you, the force of chaos in this place is so strong, it completely blocks your ability to even speak to Skull, and it cuts him off from you. And as you guys turn and look back at this place where your friend Pip is inside, the scales blow off of it, and there's nothing but black fur now. And then the fur falls away, and you see a tower made of desert sandstone in the middle of this forest. And a symbol of a triangle in a circle appears above the door. And then the whole place disappears in a cloud of blackness.
Peppercino.
Pippercino's gone, and out of that blackness, this dragon, aging up at a jittering, accelerated rate of time, comes out and stalks down upon you guys, and that's where we end.
Bum, bum,
The
bum.
dragon comes down on top of us.
He comes out, growing older and bigger as he comes out, and you're fucked. That's it.
So we assume they all die?
I mean, we can figure it out later, but yeah, for now. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, if no one else has an unexpected absence or sickness or something, we'll be back in our main campaign next week.
F you, Max.
Come on, God.
We love you, Max.
We
really,
love
we
Max.
do. Like this much.
Max is our bro.
F you, Max.
That's Max. We have to play DCC tonight. But we'll see everyone next week to finally, hopefully find out what happens now that you de-godified one of the goddesses.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
God.
We'll see you next. I know you forgot. It's been a month.
Jesus. I hope, yeah.
See you then.
Bye, Misery.
Yeah, we still don't know what happens to Eddie's arm yet.